Okay. I think I got everything. I feel like I'm forgetting something, damn it. Whatever. I've got my title. Got the game set. Got my sound set. Got my 2 windows. Got my cameras. What am I missing? Maybe I'm not missing anything. I don't know. I'm gonna start stretching, and if we come across it, we'll find it then. Oh. Holy shit, it's day 357. I need to... Oh, God. I am not prepared for stuff after stream. I'm prepared for stream. I'm not prepared for Star Wars. I need to check what time that is. Hi. And I'm definitely not prepared for tomorrow. For a second, I thought you were going to check out the girl over there.
No.
I remember when everybody saw that character, they were like, holy moly, in a Kirby game? Nintendo knows what they're doing!
Oh my goodness.
I mean, look at her. It's like Rouge the Bat 2.0.
Well, you're not wrong.
Hi, honey. I think Trogdor and Feet-Chan are also there, but I don't want to say hi until they speak after the live message. Hi, Icy Fire. 2.5 more days. Also, I'm late. You are not late. You literally can't be late. Bruh. Hi, Trogdor. Thinking I ditch? I wasn't thinking you ditch. I just wanted to make sure you had refreshed and like it was actually alive for you. Look, okay, Trog. There's a few people who that like they are like, Ewan's late, oh my god. And then I go live, I wait 10 seconds, and I'm like, hey person who said I was late. And then like 5 minutes later, they're like, oh, you've been live for 5 minutes. Did you say hi to me? I wasn't here. And I'm like, alright, we wait for people to say something. I smile. Guess what I'm not wearing? A bow tie? Well, I was hoping clothes in general, but whatever. I guess you're not wearing a bow tie. Bendies. Fuck you, Ewan. I say you're late and wait 5 minutes because of ads. Is it really 5 minutes of it? I have ads turned off, and it says to me, your channel won't play ads, and it still gives them out anyway. I fucking hate that so much. I don't know what I should do between pre-rolls and standard ads. I didn't say I was wearing clothes, I just specifically said not a bow tie. Oh. Ooh la la. Stop walking when the ad break starts. See, that's an option, right? I could stop walking. I could continue walking and just not talk for that section. But it's such a, like, conversation-based stream that it feels weird to be like, oh, okay, we're gonna stop talking. Hold that thought, everybody. Which almost makes me think pre-rolls would be better. But pre-rolls are fucking trash. So I don't know. Cami stretch. Nah, then it becomes subscriber exclusive. Honestly? I saw him join. Where'd he go? Honestly, I'm surprised Smile hasn't been hit by Matthews. I lost one. As a sub, I deserve that exclusive time with Yulin as the non-subs wait. Get you that ad money. Kyrodoko? Hi, Global. Oh, Global. I'm not supposed to say Global. Kyro's at work. You know this. I hide when I know Matthews is around. I fear his power. Yeah, it's okay. Next time I see him, I'm gonna tell him your name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When are you going to do yoga? Probably not. I don't know. I kind of just do some stretches that I picked up from, Ring Fit. And then I add a few other things. Hi, Star. Yulin in yoga pants. Eventually. Once I learn Avatar stuff and I become unstoppable and I can just do all my own Avatar stuff, I'm gonna have like 50 million outfits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could handle the outfit side of things? No. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna have anyone else do it. Yulin in yoga pants. I don't want somebody to be doing stuff for free for me. I want to be able to do it myself, and I'm not comfortable with people doing free work. And 2, I want to learn. I want to learn, because I also just want to do it my way. With things like that, I get, like, control freaky. And I'm like, oh, I wanted it this way. Oh, I wanted it like this. I'm absolutely down to learn beside you, Star. I'm absolutely down to, like, learn next to somebody with a teacher. But I gotta be doing it myself. This overlay is, like, lagging. Which is fine. It's not gonna move away from it, but when I'm moving it now, it, like, keeps... Oh. Oh, it didn't die, just... Weird. Yoga pants that make that ass pop, chef's kiss. Okay. Been wanting to learn how to anyways. Is it, like, super framey for you guys? Because for me, it's like... I see OBS moving at, like, 2 frames per second. But I think that's just excess overlay. 3 minutes of planking. Hi, Bits. Please don't pop Ewan's ass. Loud noises scare me. God, it's moving at 2 seconds every frame. You can't. I'm planking right now. Don't do it. Ugh, guys, I hate planking. I don't see any dropped frames, but like OBS is fuck you! OBS is chugging. Never only love taps. I'd let Freya pop my ass, and I'd thank her for it. Two minutes. One more minute. 50 more seconds. We got 3 raids yesterday. Alzora, Proxy, and Cairo all raided us. And it was like back to back. I was like, what the fuck? 30 more seconds. Won't marry me, but will let me pop their ass. Oh, of course. Twenty more seconds. I won't marry you, but I'll be your boy toy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I have given you, Freya, a why buy the cow when you get the milk for free situation. I hate planking. Okay, okay. Hi, Happy.
Hey, Ewan.
We fix our trackers. Okay. I need you move for a second. Thank you. Okay. This camera. Alright, this here. This here. Because maybe I don't want the milk. Maybe I want the cow to milk it. The milk is just a bonus. You want the cow to milk it? What does that even mean? I understand you wanting the cow, but you want the cow to milk it? Huh? We're walking through Zarlet Cavern. I don't have a new video today. The Star Wars videos take forever. I want to have the cow so I can milk the cow. But you can just milk the cow without owning it. You can just milk it. Without having to buy the cow. Cows are expensive. They're like $2,000, $4,000. I need a drink. I don't know what was going on with excess overlay a moment ago. It seems fine now. Hi, Akaihana. Wait, who are we milking? Oh, hi. Oh, a cow. Well, the cow is just a metaphor. Me, I'm getting milked. Or fucked. I don't know if it's specifically milked, but fucked. The phrase, like, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? That specifically refers to, like, having sex with somebody without having to marry them, right? Right? Buying a cow is a business expense. I'm a receptionist. Okay, speaking of owning stuff, I saw a crazy story. It's a crazy concept. So there was the World Economics Forum. And basically, they're like, everybody thinks in terms of, like, yourself and not a community. But imagine a world where, like, let's say your neighbor has a car, and you want to go to the store. Well, you just have access to that car. You get in their car, and you go to the grocery store, and come back and, like, put it in their driveway. And then when they need to go to the grocery store, they take the car. And let's say the neighbor across the street needs to go to the dentist. They get in the same car and go to the place. And the way she was explaining it, I get the logic. I get what she's thinking, but she's wording it horribly. She's wording it like, what the fuck? So socialism? I think it's directly connected to socialism. This would work under a capitalist society, but, like, she's describing it as your neighbor's car. And I don't think that's right. She should have been describing it as, like, imagine 4 houses owning a car together. Or, like, imagine... You know those electric bikes that are all over some cities? That, like, you can rent for an hour or two? And you don't have to drop them off anywhere. You just, like, ride the bike somewhere and then leave it? Imagine that with cars. Right? Imagine just cars all over a city and nobody owns them. And it's just like, oh, I need a car. You get in this one, it registers to you. Maybe it's not charging you. Maybe it is. Maybe it's like, hey, you're using this car for a bit, so we're charging you right now. Or maybe it's like, you know, you paid for the use of this with taxes to the city. So you could just use these whenever. You drive this car for a bit. And then leave it wherever you want to. Oh, you mean buses? No, it would be very different than buses. Buses are on a fixed schedule. Buses go from point A to point B, and you can tag along. But this would be like public cars that you can just take wherever you want. Like, hey, I want to go to the library. I see a car across the street. I'm getting in it, going to the public library. No stops, just straight there. And then now that I'm at the library, let's say I meet my friend there. I then go to their house, and I just leave the car there. Just, you know, forget the car. I just take, you know, a car with them, and we use the one that they went to, or they came in. So we get in the car that they came in. It's not their car. It's a public car. We get in that car. We go to the library, or we go to their house. And then at the end of that, maybe I would take that car that we drove there because it's still in their driveway. And then I go to my house. So there's a car in my driveway at the end. There's no car at that friend's house. And there's a car at the library. Feeling that is the worst form of transportation? I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying what the World Economic Forum is kind of proposing. Hi, unknown. What happens if you went to go to the store and you're already in my car at the dentist? You would find a different car. Which is why I don't think this works with, like, specifically labeling it your neighbor's car, right? If you're using your neighbor's car and they want to go somewhere, well, they're gonna be like, where the fuck's my car, right? But if it's, like, public cars, they just find the nearest car. You're right, should have been describing it as town bicycle. You, having fun there, Bits? So theft? Yes, Freya. You'll notice the worst form. Fixed schedule my ass. When I'm standing out in the cold when it's raining for 20 minutes and the buses are meant to come every 5. They're supposed to have a fixed schedule. It sounds like you have a shit bus schedule. Which one, Bits? Me, when for the 10,000th time people take trains and go, no trains are bad. The gray hair one? Oh. The gray hair one is Bits, yes. Freya has the white hair. Bits has gray hair. Happy, has the big red ears and horns. And Juice is around. Oh, Juice is way over there.
Stay over there.
Mm-hmm. Buses are worse trains. Yeah, I mean, so... Literally calling me out? Of course, always. I want to show you to everybody, Juice. I love silver hair. This is the one I am petting with my mouse cursor? Oh wait, you can't see that. There's an extension for that, right? I could make that happen, right? Where, like, we can see chat's mouse clicks or whatever. The tail looks so fluffy. Silver hair with gold eyes. Dude, my I don't know if it's XS overlay or OBS. One of them is just lagging. It's XS overlay, okay. You want to see how often we click on your butt? Yeah, I kinda do. And it wouldn't be lewd because I could just describe it as like, hey, you guys can click on things in the map to be like, what's this, Yulin? Tell me what this is, and I'll tell you. But really, you guys are just gonna, like, grab my butt the whole stream. It's genius. That's a 5-head play. Black hair, gold eyes, silver hair, red light, blue eyes. You know, it's so funny. My friend Koyo, he loves white/silver hair with red eyes. And if he sees it with blue eyes, he goes, "Oh, you ruined it! You ruined it!" I'm like, what the fuck, man? What's this, Yulin? For the 1000th time, that's my ass. You have to reset the click interactive? With the public transportation thing, I think just an incredibly, like, robust train network is best. But we're not set up for trains. If everybody had the mentality for it, and we don't, I don't even like this idea of sharing vehicles. I feel like logistically it could work. Especially now that we're getting close to, like, self-driving cars that could, like, hey, all the cars are ending up on one side of the city. Fucking start, you know, spreading them out with self-driving so that they're, you know, not, like, congealing in one area. I could see that being a working system. But, like, mentally, I don't think people would like it. Very pretty combinations. Bits, slap yourself. Do it so we have to pay with bits. Trams. No, Juice, your money will skyrocket? No, oh my god, no. He's literally getting fooled by the blogs. I feel like you just don't listen to me, Juice. Trolley, light rail, etc. Shoot Yulin. Talks trash to my car. 5 minutes later, my car runs off. I'm saying, I think logistically this could work. I don't think anybody would like it, and we will never do it. Physically, no infrastructure can support that. Why would it not support it? It already supports cars, and there would be less cars with this situation. So what about the infrastructure doesn't support it? Like, it's literally just cars, but less cars. Yulin, there would be more cars? More lanes? No, you're just saying that. Why on earth would there be more cars? Huh? You cannot remove cars by using cars? What are you talking about? I'm not saying remove cars by using cars. There would be less cars because you don't need a car for yourself. If people are sharing cars, there's less cars. That's just simple logic juice. To lower the amount of cars, you need alternatives to cars. No, that's not at all how it works. Okay. Try and imagine this, Juice. You have a guy with a day job. You have a guy with a night job. These are the only two that use this car, right? Just take everything else out. Only these guys use these cars. So you got a guy that works at McDonald's in the day, and you have a guy that lives next to him that works at Taco Bell at night. McDonald's guy. He has a car, drives to McDonald's, goes home. Then his car sits there for 16 hours. The other guy, he goes to Taco Bell, works there for 8 hours, goes home, then his car sits there for 16 hours. Or there's one car between the two. McDonald's guy goes to McDonald's, works 8 hours, comes back, car sits there for 4. Taco Bell guy goes to Taco Bell, car sits there for 8 hours, comes back, car sits there for 4 hours. That is one car between two people, which in our current system requires 2 cars. That's less cars. What are you doing? You getting one-manned again? I guess, but it's pissing me off. Any Opinion VR chat is now available on mobile and it's cross-platform too. Hi, Scarlet Rose. Any Opinion on VR chat? So it's available on mobile, but it's very, sketchy. It's very, laggy, and it's really just, you want to use it like Discord to talk to people. You literally just only have access to your phone. You show up to VR chat on your phone so you can stand around and talk with people. Basically, so Freya has done it a few times. If she just wanted to stand here and hang out while on her phone, she could. I think that's the purpose of VR chat mobile.
A friend of mine does that too, so I completely agree with that one.
Mm-hmm. You know how many cars would be on the road at a given time? Question? You know, getting one man again. You know, the guy with the day job, his car is not on the road when he is not driving. I'm being real. I'm talking car on the road. It's not affecting the cars on the road, Juice. It's affecting the cars in a city. You can't just say, the cars in your driveway no longer exist. Because that's what I'm focusing on. That's what's the less cars. What about carpools? Carpools are small buses. Elon, how do they get to the car? They don't live together. They live next to each other in this situation. Mobile is actually fairly smooth. It's just you can't go into PC-only worlds. Imagine just having an app that's like, hey, I need a car. And it tells you where the nearest car is. Or, if technology is even more advanced, hey, I'm gonna need a car in 5 minutes. And then an empty car that nobody's using self-drives to your house, then you use it, go where you need to go, and then it's back in the system. Somebody else calls it with self-driving to them. People when they will literally do anything but create an alternative to a car. Literally make it so people can walk and there will be 0 cars in the city. I agree. Oh yeah, carless city is way better. I'm just saying for a car infrastructure focused society like the US that can't just remove car infrastructure overnight, I could see this working. It never will because people will fucking hate it, but it could. Euland and Juice, Jack and Jill dying on this hill. Car just drops out of the sky. Oh, yippee. Remove cars, but keep traffic. Okay, so Uber, but where we don't need to pay people? I mean, kinda. You could look at it as Uber where we don't need to pay people. It's always funny. It's frustrating. Because I'm sitting here like, I don't believe in this. I don't think this is work. I don't think this is the solution. I just see, like, the logistics of it and the potential of it. And it's so fucking stupid when people come up and they're like, no! It will never work! I'm going to argue with you for the rest of stream because it can't work! And it's like, oh my god. Okay, but it's Juice? Yeah, but even Juice isn't normally like this. You should know by now? No, Juice isn't normally like this. L Juice. Can't even see, like, the slight logic in it. Holidays. Does any of you know what the fuck a Clarahue is? Because it's Clarahue Day. Apparently it's like a one-page comic that's usually nonsensical and pokes fun at a famous person or a politician. Yeah. I tried looking up examples and I thought it would be like those caricature comics. But like, that seemed a little off. Hi, Kayla. It's a one-page comic. It's Clarahue Day. This idea sounds terrible. I'm now going to waste the next 2 hours of my life sending hate speech on X. Okay, how about this? What if instead of your idea for this utopia of town bicycle cars, we did this leave and sleep? Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is not my utopia for town bicycle cars. I think this idea sucks. What I like... I mean, I like my pod rail system that everybody hated. I think the best system is, like, public trams and trains. But I know there are people that really don't like public spaces, and I am wondering how this system would accommodate them. But I recognize that, like, for just moving people and stuff around, those are easily the best. Cringe, rip, bozo, ratio, didn't ask, don't care, cringe again, L, cry about it, stay mad, mauled, seed, get real, skillish, who fell off, and touch grass, not funny, didn't laugh. Good night, smile, sleep well. Don't step on a B-day. Feel like that's easy enough. I pretty much do that every day. One will fit like 20 people in a 4-person car. Real and true. Hi, Wrath. But they won't share a bed. Kitten Day. It's National Kitten Day. That's a cool one. It is National Pina Colada Day. National Pick Blueberries Day. And National Teddy Bear Picnic Day. Yeah, Kitten Day is cool. Everything else is like, whatever. Get over it. I don't like public transport, but I take it. I've had people's dicks in my face more than I want to admit. It's a feature, not a bug. I would like something like what they have in Futurama, with the air tubes. If that comes as a, like, pod on a rail, or a literal, like, air tube, sure. But something that is as close to teleportation as we can get, that's like, you want to move one person here to here, and they're not, like, packed in, but it's still, like, not giving everybody, you know, a fucking vehicle that crams up roadways. I think that's the solution. Subways, less well, I think that's the ideal solution. I don't know if that's possible. Less construction to hold up traffic up top. Still a lot of work, but is the transit system already in effect that works okay? Yeah, I mean, as I said the other day, every time scientists try to run simulations on transportation, what is the best? It always comes back trains. It literally is just trains are the answer. Trams, long-distance trains, subways. They literally just, the simulations always say trains are the best. You know, I went off because if people only is 100% of tech bro startups when they ask for 100 million with an idea that doesn't prove more cost-effective than a well-built transit system. January the 21st is National Cheesy Socks Day. I don't disagree with you, Juice. If people only basically means the logistics of this works. If people stop being people and go against, you know, how they've been raised, go against their culture, go against everything they want and like in current society. If people only. Which is what I said. The logistics of this work, but people would fucking hate it. Me when US cities are literally changing? Light and standard rail prove best? Well, my point with this, Juice, is that logistics of it. If everybody's a robot, if we're all Equilibrium, which is a movie where everybody purges their emotions and they just do what the government tells them. If everybody goes like that, a system like this could work. I think it would work. But nobody's doing that. Nobody's going to be like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to own a car. I want the city to own a car. And you know, I'm okay with sometimes having to wait a few minutes to the grocery store. Actually, I might be like that. If I don't have to do the maintenance on a car, but I can still get the benefits of a car, that sounds pretty fucking sweet to me. But most people that are fucking normal, unlike me, they are going to hate this system. Oh wow, people only spent $10 billion instead of 50,000. Logistically, NFTs work. If everybody does it, any system will work, Elon? Okay, I'm not arguing against that. Hi, Riddle. Why do you want to fight so much, Juice? I literally felt like we were getting to a point where we're like, okay, it was a miscommunication. We're actually agreeing with each other. And then you're like, if everybody does any system, it will work. And it's like, bro. What? I like using rail lines. I don't own a car to drive one. I've never owned a car. You went Redditor mode? You're the one that wants to argue. You're the one that literally just won't be like, okay, we're on the same page. I see your point. Every time I'm trying to mediate even a little bit here, Juice, you pull out some other thing that's like, well, you're wrong because this. This is why I should never get on Reddit. I don't know, Juice. I feel like you're the Redditor right now. Who are you mediating? I'm trying to not fight with you. I'm getting really sassy today. I'm definitely getting really sassy today. But then it feels like we're pulling it back. Feels like we're arguing less. Feels like, okay, we're on the same page. And then you ramp it up again. And I'm like, okay, dude. Depends who is the OP. The OP is gay. Obviously. That's a good example, Juice. Who are you mediating? Obviously you and me. You know I'm trying to, like, not escalate a fight between you and me. But you want to fight, and so you're like, no, who are you mediating? It's like, what? There's literally no one else but you and me. Trying to carry Yulin's huge booty so she doesn't get burnt out. Chat, can Yulin a hand? Chat can give Yulin a hand. Oh my goodness. Speaking of transportation and efficiency, Japan has a really big project in the works. They are making a fucking conveyor belt road that will be like I forget how many miles it is. It's gonna be literally just a conveyor belt that goes across miles. Which sounds like, what the fuck? How is that efficient in any way? It is literally going to be moving shipping containers. It is going to replace 25,000 trucks per day. Can't even say more because he can't remember. Another shot at me. Gotta ramp it up. But yeah. I wish I wrote down the distance. This conveyor belt thing is going to be moving for like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's going to replace 25,000 trucks per day. Which when you put it in that term, when you put it in those terms, is like, holy. That's so many. That is me stopping? Your stopping is still taking shots at me, Juice. Japan McDonald's, can you please bring back mommy milkshake, please? Milkshake. So McDonald's came out with their commercials, right? Their commercials of, like, the family eating at McDonald's. And, like, God. The animation of it was so clean and good. People made so much porn of it. I forgot to stray a tale. You didn't see this?
No, I never even heard about that before.
Did you?
Doing that part, the last thing you said.
You saw the Japanese commercials for McDonald's, right?
I think so. Yeah, only
The one time, just once.
They were really, like, short and cute. They were really just like, here's a family eating at McDonald's. And they're smiling and having a good time. You know, there's like a man, his wife, and a daughter. Daughter takes one of her fries and airplanes them to her dad, and her dad's like, you know, and it's super cute. The animation is really, really good. It's very soft and cute. People in America were like, damn, why don't we get commercials like this? This makes me want to eat at McDonald's. Not the stupid, like, controversial commercials we get here. Well, people like the McDonald's commercial so much, they just started making porn of it. There's a lot of porn of the McDonald's characters, the McDonald's commercial characters, which is just like, huh.
Now that you mention, someone showed me a picture of something different of that scenario, but it wasn't the porn part. It wasn't that, though. Now that you say that now, I just remember.
I was just about to mention the corn. Yulin likes cream pies? Maybe. Nothing like going out buying some McDonald's and plep your friend.
Oh my god.
Yulin is the same guy who went, but you won't? I don't know what that guy has to do with anything, Juice. My next story, I want Cairo to be in chat for it. Okay, here's a story I have. On the Pokemon subreddit, somebody found a very unhinged, like, Facebook mom that is against Pokemon. But they're not like a Facebook mom that's like, hey, Pokemon is for Satanists, we gotta get rid of it. It was like a biologist who doesn't understand that Pokemon is fiction and not trying to rewrite evolution. It was this biologist who's like, stop new evolution methods, no gimmicks. Evolution is a real thing that involves thousands of years of changing. You know how humans evolved? With stones, which I don't even, we could get into that. Hi. Back in the day, that was how things evolved. Now, you gotta hold a Game Boy upside down to evolve. Now, you gotta walk under an arch and take 49 damage from this attack. You gotta have a King's Crown.
Hello, Ewan. Have a nice stream.
Bye, have a good one. Now, you have to have a King's Crown equipped and fight other, 3 other Bisharps that have King's Crown equipped to evolve. What is this trash? Stop gimmick evolutions! And it was just like, bro, it's a video game. What are you talking about? I don't know if this was on the Pokemon subreddit, or this was a guy who found it and was showing it on the Pokemon subreddit, like, Lamau, guys, look at this crazy unhinged freak. But somebody was going off on Pokemon. Finally, the scientists are showing their true Rillagu's colors. That's not understanding fiction, that's old Pokemon versus new Pokemon. Well, no, because it's not about old Pokemon. All of their examples were new Pokemon, but they were saying the way to evolve was just like humans with rocks and stones. Actually, no, you might be right. I might have just been like interpreting that as that, but they should have. But maybe they were just quoting Gen 1 with level up or stones. We need Ewan's McDonald's meme. He wants to order. Speaking of, I need to ask you something later in DMs. You can always ask me on stream, unless it's, TOS. I think you're right on that, Juice. I think it was old versus new Pokemon. I saw stones and thought he was talking about caveman, but he's literally talking about evolutionary stones. My McDonald's order was always 6-piece chicken nugget, medium chocolate shake, large fry. That's what I got every single time at McDonald's. Speaking of, I should DM someone on the chat. Someone on chat. That was my... What's the order? 6-piece chicken nugget, medium chocolate shake, large french fry. I would probably now get a cheeseburger instead of the chicken nuggets. But I cared more about the fries and the milkshake. That order is gay as hell? What the fuck? How is that gay? I can't believe you said that. I should try it. What even makes it gay? Guys, did you ever have a phase where you dunked your french fries in milkshake? I did for about a month. I think I saw Kim Possible, where one of the characters did that, and I was like, that's so fucking stupid. And then I did it to try it, and I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. That shit was not a phase. I still do that shit. I do that too. I did it for a month. And then I stopped because I was just like, I don't know. I think I just prefer it separated. I never try it. Heretic Axe Purge. I always got the cheeseburger kids meal. Hey, Kayla, no. I tried it. It's french fry. We're at 1.5 miles. Hell yeah. I still do it? Wow, a lot more of you do it than I was expecting. I was expecting people to be like, you fucking what? You dunked your french fries in milkshake? What the fuck is that? That's what I was expecting from you guys. Alright. Here's the next story. You guys know Once Human, right? We keep talking about it because, you know, been in early access. They had their 1.0 release. The game is fully out now. Purge Order number 3 active. Once Human is out, in their terms of service, you agree to give them your first name, your last name. Hi, Smug. Your first name, your last name, your title, your prefix, your email, your phone number, your instant message handle, your birthday, your age, your government-issued ID, as the law requires in specific situations. So what that really means is you don't need to give them any of this. You don't. However, in a situation where the law requires it, they can ask for it. In a situation where the law requires it, which, as I understand it, there's no country that has a law that's like, hey, we need you to give us this. There might be like, there might be a country that's like, hey, the government has a ton of control and overreach, and they can be like, we want your instant messages. And if they go through the game can require that of you. There's countries that require it for live service games? Yeah. Basically, Once Human does not require any of these things. There's a very specific wording at the end that says, as the law requires. Which means, like, we don't need this stuff. But if it comes up legally, well, now is the terms of service we do. Like Bits is saying, shit is not that deep. There are countries where playing a game, they already have all that. Smug, join Yulin for walkie someday. Also, hi, Smug. Smug has joined us a few times. I can do that. I love fear-mongering on the internet. Nope, there's countries that require it for live service. Yeah, I saw a tweet from Thor talking about it. And it's like, chill the fuck out, guys. This is literally just the legalese optional clause like, hey, we're not going to get in trouble with the government. But everybody was reading this and being like, oh my god, they want my birthday? They want my government-issued ID? They want my AOL Instant Messenger? This is overreach. This is a bad company. Boycott them. And it's just like, what? Did you read the last part of the sentence? Or did you lose sight of the prize? Never heard of the game? You've heard of it, Juice. I've literally talked about it like 5 times before. I wasn't here, though. Yeah, it's... They want my pronouns? Yes, they do. They're gonna take them. Once Human. It's... I've seen people calling it an MMO now. I didn't know it was an MMO. My understanding was that it was like a looter shooter base builder. I thought it was more crafting survival than MMO. That is very SCP themed. I don't even know what game we're talking about. Once Human. They also want your firstborn. It requires it mandated for users or you are under reasonable suspect for crimes. Now, if you know you've done nothing, don't need to. Hi, Ellie. Did you hear that Karen that tried to expose a guy for ordering/eating kids meal? Saying he is using it to bait kids and said that's all he could afford? I did see that video. It was about a month ago, Feetchan. Basically, this guy ordered a kids meal. And he was eating it. And this woman confronted him. She's like, why are you eating a kid's meal? He's like, because I ordered a kid's meal. And she's like, no, you're doing it because you're trying to attract kids. You're a pedophile. And he's like, I'm eating food. What? She's like, no, you're ordering kids meals specifically to attract kids so that you can kidnap them. I've called the police. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking? I ordered a kids meal because I'm poor and I can afford a kids meal. What the fuck? And like, this woman, she just went full vigilante mode. She just saw a guy with a kid's meal and that didn't make sense in her head. So she was like, this guy is doing it to like bait kids Because I guess eating a kid's meal would attract kids to this guy. Whatever fucking logic that is. And she's like, I gotta save the kids. I gotta confront this dude. And call him out. And when she was wrong, because obviously she was fucking wrong. This is stupid. She just wouldn't believe him and just kept harassing him. I want to try once, humans. But when I saw a zombie, I'm like, nah. I remember seeing that and going, until it is full release, I cannot watch more because it looks bad. I don't think it looks bad. I know Full likes it. I watched Full do a lot of base building. Next time I join, I'll make sure it's when you are there. Newsflash, everyone is a pedo bear in 2020. Me when I hear that that's impossible. Here everyday smug until Yulin gets sick of me? Never. And she got bit by officers? Wait, what? I didn't catch that part. I didn't see like her get arrested and bite somebody. Fuck you, lady, I wanted the toy. I'm sure it's a fun game, but I don't know. Shit, I was just gonna say something. I saw something with regards to what Riddle just said. And I'm fucking mind blanking on it. Oh well. Me when I call Alu leave for no reason? I don't even know what that is. She would have been warned and given a summons for misuse of 911. Don't block. Say it. Police? Oh, police. That makes a lot more sense. I may not be able to join until I would normally be exiting VRLO. Softball game at 7:30 p.m. my time? Don't blink. Gotcha. I need a drink. We're at 1.8 already? What the fuck? Okay. I normally don't talk about this. I went to the grocery store yesterday. And normally, going to the grocery store is so uneventful and unexciting that obviously I'm not going to put it in my notes. But you know what? 2 things happened at the grocery store. So I'm going to fucking talk about it. Envoy drama, did you see the thing about Finn thumbnail? No, I didn't see it at all. So, we're playing Stardew yesterday. And we're going to end at 9. But if we're at like 8:50, we'll go another day. Because typically a day is like 15 minutes. However, we had a green rain. So the day ended at like 8:46 or something. So I was like, okay, we're going to go another day. The next day after that, it was nothing but cutscenes for everybody. Lost one, can you get that? It was nothing but cutscenes all day the next day. So we started the day at like 8:46. We ended the day at like 9:25. Thank you, Lost One. And it was like, oh my god. I needed to go to the grocery store. The grocery store closes at 10. So I'm kind of like freaking out. Because I have this concept of like, oh, I'm going to get there late. I'm going to like be getting into the store and they're like, why is this guy walking in at 9:55? Fuck him. I'm just stressing out over nothing. I get there at like 8:40 or 9:40. They close in 20 minutes. I go and get my groceries. And because I needed less than usual, I have less than 10 items. Which means I get to use the self-checkout link. I go to self-checkout. There's like 2 other guys there that the attendants are talking to. Hi, Zuby. Oh my god, is that our first 12 months? that our first year? I think that's the first 12-month one. Hi, Cookie. I get to the self-checkout. I start ringing it up, and I swear to God, if Techno Rave was here, he'd literally be like, and then they started clapping. I swear this happened. The attendant comes up to me and she goes, "You're the first person today that actually knows how to use the self-checkout, and we didn't have to stop and help." And I was like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Yeah, so like literally just thank you." I'm like, I guess I used to use it a lot. Hi, Kumi. But like, they thanked me for using the self-checkout right, and I'm like, bro. It sounds so sad, right? Like, it sounds like such a... And then they started clapping story where I'm like, yeah, and I was the only one that knew how to use the self-checkout, so they came and thanked me, and they were like, you're so cool. And I'm like, I'm telling this, I'm like, dude, I would fucking tell somebody, and then they started clapping. What? But... the entire train applauded. Literally. Literally, it sounds so sad. But they came and said that.
No,
I
don't
don't...
cheese the cookie.
What if they cheese you and then I take the cheese off and eat it? You wouldn't take cheese to the face
Well,
so that
don't
I could have a
tease
slice
me.
of cheese?
No.
I used to use self-checkout all the time. For like a year straight, I used the self-checkout. I loved it because it meant I got to get out of the store faster. But a couple months ago, they changed it to 10 items or less. And so it's like, I usually have like 13 to 14 items, so I can't use the self-checkout. And it was like, man. Also, thank you, Cookie. I'm just seeing it now. And so, like...
Yeah, I just have it automatic. And I just don't ever click the share button for it.
Honestly, same with the ones I'm subscribed to. Probably because of theft? Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot easier to watch, like, 10 items than it is to watch, like, 50. I also don't think the attendants particularly care. So I told her, like, you know, I used to use it all the time, but I don't because I always have 13 to 14 items. She's like, oh, we don't care about that. We care that you don't mess it up and I don't have to help you. But I'm a stickler for the rules. If it says 10 items or less, there's been like 1 or 2 times where I was like, I have 13 items, do you care? And they've been like, nah, but I don't want to ask every time.
Well, all I can think about is what Walmart's doing with the fucking subscription service for their self-checkout.
I hate that. Police do not take kindly to false calls, so she doing that over BS would later need to haul herself to a judge. She to know, warrant to be arrested. Yeah, yeah. My mom get Happy Meals because she is tiny and can't eat a full-size meal. Oh, did you go to the store? I did. That's so cute that Yulin abides by the 10-item rule in self-checkout. God damn it. It's a super cute cookie. Damn, Yulin, congratulations on plepping and having a KOD with Zuby. Kid with Zuby. Oh my god. That's at 9 months. That's not 12. I always use it. That's just sad. The entire train applauded. I only use the self-checkout cheese cookie Redditor moment. I don't even like interacting with the checkout clerk. Soft carpet. I don't mind the clerk, the cashier, but like, if I can do self-checkout, I will. I want to get out of there faster. I want to be like gone sooner. And I don't know. I've increased my social skills and charisma so much from streaming. I don't have a problem talking to them now. But like, I'd rather not. We make Yuland eat dewormer? No. Soft carpet. Carpet's off, probably because of theft. Here we can have self-checkout. People will steal shit. We can't have. Okay. Finn posted a vid. The problem with estrogen. Left before 6 feet. Right after 5'9". Been only been on it for a few months. You're not gonna see a size difference, so the people are saying like 2 to 3 years. So they're saying it happened too fast, and people are like, that's not how it works. Hello, Hunter. Hello, Kumi. Hello, Cookie. I'm a rule breaker, but I put 11 items through. Just order groceries for delivery or pickup. Here's the problem, Bits. If I order groceries for delivery, it's $20 extra. That's what it costs for my grocery store when it's 2.3 miles away. I would love to have groceries delivered, because then I wouldn't have to leave the house ever. But I'm not paying an extra $20 a week for that. I don't like people standing right behind me at checkout.
People do that for DoorDash.
No. Nothing about things taking too long. I would do that if I didn't have access to a car. If there were no cars for me to drive, that would be cheaper than owning a car. So I would do that, but... Hello, police. I want to report a crime. Don't remember the last time I went into Walmart, so self-checkout for me. Hi, Jan. So Yulin will throw a party soon. Outside his home? Fucking no. A what, Riddle? We can't have nice shit? I saw a bottle of shampoo in a locked box. You have to be efficient, ma'am. Also, hi. I saw a video of this woman who, like, just kept running her cart into a guy. I don't know if it was racially motivated. He was black, she was white. They're literally standing in line at, like, Walmart, and she literally just keeps running her cart into his back. And he's like, ma'am, you need to back off. Ma'am, stop hitting me. Ma'am. And she's like, oh, it was just an honest mistake. Does it again. Like, just being a complete fucking bitch. And the woman behind her was recording it. Like, told her to knock it off. She's recording, yada yada. Became a whole public freakout thing. But it was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Zuvi, I'm quick enough. And hi sweets. I own a car in Walmart is less than a mile away. I just don't like going in Walmart. Fair. I also don't like going in
Walmart.
Many years ago, like a decade ago, there was a blog I bookmarked. And I would check on daily. And it was called People of Walmart. And it was just the craziest things you see at Walmart. People going to Walmart, like, without pants on. Or going to Walmart and, like...
Yeah.
Just wearing a clown suit of clothes. Assault Bits know what to do in that scenario. Best time to go in Walmart is like 3 a.m., honestly. I love going to the grocery store late at night. Well, I don't love going to the grocery store, but if I have to go to the grocery store, I'm going late at night. I used to love going to the grocery store at like 1 a.m. because I knew nobody was going to fucking be there. Now, my grocery store closes at 10. They used to be 24/7. But when COVID happened, they fit to a schedule, and they've just never hired more people to reopen more hours. And so they close at 10 p.m. I try to get there at 9 because there's nobody there. However, the food selection isn't as good. If I'm getting something like bagels, they're gonna be like more stale, or sometimes they don't even have cinnamon swirl bagels. Although I haven't gotten bagels in like 3 months. People at Walmart walking around with a bright orange handprint on their ass from Cheeto dust. Good lord. People at Walmart? That sounds like people of Middle Earth. What? You win me. Mine used to be open until 12 a.m. Now it closes at 9 p.m.? Jesus, that's early. Lamau, I've seen it. I did make a Walmart run a few weeks ago. Disgusting. Stores that don't close at 7 p.m., huh? Is that an Italy thing?
You know, now that I thought about it, I fucking hate Walmart as a delivery driver. Because there are times where Walmart orders pizzas
Mhm.
from my store, and like sometimes it's like big orders, like like 20 pizzas, 30 pizzas, right, for the
Mhm.
crew.
Yeah.
No tip.
Really?
Every single time.
That.
Yep. I was like, everyone in the store just hates Walmart now because we just like, we will take our time, get there at the exact moment, or maybe just a little bit late. We are not dealing with them.
Mhm. Hi,
They're like
Groby.
now like they're priority, but bottom priority.
You know what I would do? I'd fucking smush their pizzas. I'd take the little table out and just. That or. God, I don't know. I don't know if I'd do that much, but that's so shitty.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I actually think tipping in general is shitty. But I think we have put the burden on delivery drivers and service workers. And so, to get to the point where we don't need tips, those people need to suffer, and I am not comfortable with that. I just want them to be paid a living wage.
I mean, I'm surviving because I've been getting like I get good tips in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I needed an
Because,
electric kettle and a mocha
how-
pot. Sorry, go ahead.
It's fine. The way my pay works is that when I'm in store,
Mm-hmm.
I get paid normal, so I get like paid $12 per hour.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm on the road, I'm like I think like waiter wage. I think it's $7 or $8, maybe lower.
Hmm.
I don't know what's that like how much it is for that, but I do know that out of all the drivers, I have the highest commission rate, which is like every single time I take a delivery, I get $1.50. So I know I'll at least get something when I take a delivery,
Mm-hmm.
even if I get stiffed.
Mm-hmm. My grocery store is open from 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. from Monday till Saturday. Are they not open on Sundays? If it was the ones in the mall, it would be 4:30. Always tip your cookie. Always give your cookie the tip. A tip. Damn, you showed up, Mulin. Mocha pot is on the stove. Is on the stove, way to brew coffee. Just stop putting the little tables in. No, what you do is take out a portion of the middle of the pizza, then deliver. Grove and Yuli chat. No, Yulin smush their pizza, put boy milk in it. You definitely don't want to put boy milk in it, because that's DNA. And that's a felony. You can't mess with people's food. You can't contaminate food. But you could smash it. You could, like, if you took the table out and just pressed it against the top so like all the toppings are on the top of the box. That's gonna fucking piss them off.
But what if they already ordered that?
Wait, what do you mean already ordered
The
that?
bottom. Pineapple on pizza.
No. Oh, to somebody in chat? I see. I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
smushing their pizza. I was like, there's no way they can order that. Huh? Why? Grovey shows up here now and then.
I'll thank you for it. Basically.
Then they got a donut pizza.
Some people just.
No. Hunt, what they're saying is you cut like a strip, like a line, and then you push it back together so you can't even tell some of it's missing.
Oh.
It's actually funny. Every now and then you'll see a pizza delivery guy get caught doing this. Where like he's cutting a strip out of the middle, eating it himself, and then delivering a slightly smaller pizza. Nah, most stuff is closed on Sundays. Gas stations and restaurants are open, otherwise nothing really. Put pineapple on their pizza. I'll thank you for it. No, you fold it in half, eat the middle, so when you open it, the middle is gone. Yeah, me too, but some people hate it. Oh my god, well I miss those times. Like a calzone. Today is a rare day when I didn't wake up at 4 hours from now. I woke up later than usual. I woke up at like 7. And I went to bed fairly early. It was like 11, maybe 12. Just take a slice and push it back together at that point. Well, it's harder to do it if you take a slice out, Hunt. If you take just a slice out and try pushing it back together, maybe it works, but they're also going to count the slices, right? They're going to be like, hang on, there's 7 slices. How the fuck does this work? Whereas if you cut out the middle part, then you have 4 normal size slices and 4 smaller size slices. We did Stardew yesterday. I didn't get another combat accessory. We didn't get the obelisk. Our miners are fucking sucking at getting dragon teeth. Dragon teeth are really hard. Dragon teeth are not fun to get. And honestly, we only went through like 5 days because 2 or 3 of our days were like just fucking cutscenes. We had a bugged luau where even though we should have gotten a neutral response, as somebody, I don't know who, but somebody put a mediocre ingredient in the luau. We still got like the best rep, so like everybody got like a ton of achievements for like unlocking reputation bonuses. And then we woke up the next day, everybody had like a cutscene with every single character. And we all had like 20 pieces of mail. It was like, holy shit. There's always an uneven amount of slices anyway. There shouldn't be. There should be 8 slices. You should be cut once, cut twice, cut both diagonals. 4 cuts, 8 slices. So at some pizza places, to make a medium pizza, they bake a large and then cut a section out of the middle out to make it a medium. Why take the teeth out of the poor winged lizards? Because we need them. Because if we want to teleport to the island without paying Willy 1,000 gold each time, we need this obelisk, and it takes 10 dragon teeth. Yulin throwing shade. Half of that stream was cutscene. It really was. Hi, Sen. Oh yeah, the middle would be more inconspicuous. Pizza scientist, pizza biologist. Sounds like extra work and wasteful, Freya. Kill Willy. We don't want to kill him. We just run his business into the ground by subverting his fees. Where's... My tracker is very off. Let's reset that. That looks much better. Okay, Rob, lizard teeth for tax evasion, fair. Workers eat free J and they get the middle piece, lol. What did I see? Stardew has cutscenes? What? You know it does, Hunt. It has many cutscenes. Willy's will buy a cheap toaster. Willy will buy fish. I finally got the Junimo catalog. I finally got that. So the room left of the kitchen, I was able to turn into a mini Junimo village. Because I don't really need anything there. Technically, I could put, like, a shit ton of kegs there. But, like, I don't really have the, I don't really have, like, a farm. I don't have crops to, like, constantly make fruit to make wine. So it was just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna put a little cute Junimo village there. Right now, I'm just trying to, like, make mystic trees. I just want to make more mystic trees. That's all I care about. I don't know how many middle-sized pizzas are requested, but I would get bored of eating pizza at one point. You might be bored of it, Jan, but, like, if it was free, that's food for free. Only the beginning one? No, it has many cutscenes. Most of its cutscenes, Hunt, are tied to specific days. So, like, you get this day and this event happens. So, like, the first day of summer, there's an earthquake that clears out rubble to the upper mountain where the train tracks are. There's also many, many cutscenes connected to social events. So you get 3 hearts with this person, and then the next time you go into town, they're like, "Hey, farmer," and they have a quick conversation with you. I'm sure we all have femboys we'd rather be cuddling. Me giving the softball team the pregame pep talk. I mean, yeah, free food, cool at the start. Pack it up and give it to friends. Also, Ellie, hi Ellie. I see, yeah, there's a lot of cutscenes in Stardew. Some of them were kind of, whoa. So, like, yesterday, I forget who it was. I think it was Den. Maybe it was Koyo or Shine. They had a cutscene where they went into Pierre's shop. And because they went into this area, they triggered the cutscene where they go into Pierre's room, rummage around his room, and they find his porn stash. Literally, they find a box of, like, porno mags of his. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And, there's like, and he's like, "Okay, well, you better keep this secret." And you're like, "Yeah, okay, I'll keep it secret." And he's like, "Good. Why were you even snooping around my room?" And you're like, "Ooh," and then you leave. That was the cutscene. Huh. I see. Maybe if I had a cute and cuddly to play it with? I wouldn't have many to do that. Jan, share with your mom. I'm not gonna lie. I read Jan, share with your mom, and my brain omitted the your. So I read Jan, share... No, I omitted the with. I read Jan, share your mom, and I was like, what the fuck is Freya saying? Share with your mom makes more sense. The farmer certainly has a habit of snooping on people. Yeah. That cutscene is weird to me. That cutscene is like, why did you just go into their house and start looking through their shit? That's out of character for me. I'm wondering if it's like a reference to Pokemon, how, the Pokemon characters always, they go into somebody's house, check their trash cans, check their bookcases, check their bed. And in one of the games, they're like, what are you doing? Why are you just looking through my house? Go away. I could see it as a reference to that. Any RPG pro tag, really? True. Typically, you don't go into someone's house and just interact with all their shit. At least there's not much reward to. There is a reward for doing that outside. So, like trash cans. You have a chance to get stuff from trash cans that you check. However, if people see you checking a trash can, if they're within like 25 blocks of you when you check a trash can, they're like, ew, what the fuck? And they think less of you. Voyeur Simulator? Yeah, Jan, just share your mom. Any RPG pro tag, really? Where Ewan prawn stash? Joke's on us. Ewan is the prawn stash. My prawn stash is on my second disk drive. And I have labeled it my WildStar folder. And then it's categorized by, like, all the different categories. So, like, there's an Overwatch category. There's a, catch-all category. There's a Pokemon category. There's a Femboys category. There's a full episodes category. The full episodes is, like, anything that's a video longer than 10 minutes, that goes there. Even if it should go in a different category, if it's fucking 10 minutes, it's going in the full episodes category. Hi, Pixel. Hoi hoi, all traffic was almost 45 minutes. Gah. I had thought of share with Frey. It's a game I'm stealing the house. Hi, Pixel. We can get stuff inside houses on Pokemon 2. Prawn Stash, oh whoa. Hi, Grovey. We invade other people's room in shape... In the shape for balls? In red? Damn, y'all be saving it? I don't like creating accounts on stuff. I don't like having a Rule 34 account. I'd rather just save the stuff. Ship? Okay, so you're talking about the SS Anne in red and blue, right? Mine has not been updated in years, and it falls under class rank systems. I just browse the free shit? I just browse the free shit too. And if I see one I really, really like, I save it. Loud. No account? Okay, well, if you want to favorite stuff, you need an account. So, like, if you go to Rule 34 and you're like, damn, this piece was nice, I want to see this again later, you would favorite it. But I don't have an account, so I can't favorite it. So instead, I just download it. There's no guarantee it will stay up on Twitter or whatever. Sometimes something is so good you just want it forever. Especially the more niche it is. Yeah. Are you telling me, Ellie, you never ever go back to, like, see something? You never think, like, damn, that diok I saw from a month ago, that was a good diok. I want to go see that diok again. Nope, one and done? That's crazy to me, Ellie. I will look for new stuff, and if I don't see anything good of, like, that's decent quality, I will go to something I've saved and been like, well, here's something I know is good quality. I dispose of them like the e-girl trash they are, like you taught me. That's when dealing with people, not with porn. You gotta save the good ones. In porn, when you see, like, something that's top tier, why forget that? Why not come back to it and use it again? And again and again. With people online, with streamers, with e-girls, fucking throw them away when you're done with them. But, like, even then, you can save them and come back, right? Your streamer, you follow them. You tune into them when they're live. And after a year when you're tired of them, then you throw them away like the trash they are. I'm not saying, like, watch every stream once. That's not what the message was. Ellie doesn't see a Ellie doesn't see a Freddy Fazbear video and watch it for the next month. I do have a Five Nights category. Save the corn, dump the people, Yulin. Corn. I can see Ellie doing one stand, we bone, get out, you trash. I've never had a one night stand. You literally have though, what?
What do you mean you've never had a one night stand?
You tell me about them constantly, huh? Oh, you're being smug like, haha, I would never do that. Okay. I see the sarcasm now. We gone from pizza to porn in less than 10 minutes. Yuland, leave the bird robot alone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not fucking the bird robot, okay? The videos I save are where the bird robot has their own piece and they're fucking me, okay? There's this one, it's like 5 minutes. And it's, it starts with the bird robot. And I think it's a blue wolf. And they're fucking, like, on either side. The girl is on her back. Maybe it's a red wolf. Anyway, the red wolf is, you know, doing it normally. Kind of like Missionary. I don't think it's quite Missionary. Because the red wolf is upright and the girl is laying on her back. And then the bird is, like, sitting on their face. And her dick is, like, you know, going throat deep. And then the next part is, this is the purple rabbit. And I forget who else. But they're just holding the girl up in the air wobbly H. That one's great. I'm the only wizard in this chat. To be honest, I don't even think about saving videos because I always had an internet connection. I always have an internet connection too, Ellie. But sometimes you don't find good porn. Sometimes you go looking and it's all trash. it's all bad quality, and it's like, this sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? That video you saw 2 weeks ago that you saved. That's when I was in the desert 6 months. I had to go to Imagination Land. I'm a pro search querier. Ah, that or you have low standards. I don't know. Search femboy, not pluffing 1 billion results. You're gonna sit there and wade through 1 billion results? Nah. I'm checking for new stuff at most 10 minutes. And if I haven't found something by then, and that's a long search for me, if I go through like 10 to 15 pages of Rule 34, I'm like, fuck this. We have saved videos. I guess I'm not that picky, it's clinical. I'm picky. I don't know if I'm picky. What I really wonder if it is, I imagine you're looking at not animated stuff, not art stuff, and you're just looking at like real people stuff. Because I imagine there's a lot more real people stuff, and it's a lot more difficult to have like a variance of quality versus like bad quality, right? So with real people, there's probably a level of like, oh, this is good film art. This is good camera work. But like, it's probably not that discerning, because like, shit, get them in frame. Are they hot or not? Whereas like, with animated stuff, the model has to be good, the animation has to be good. One of the things that's like a massive turnoff to me is when an animation is like just a back and forth, and it's like, God, there's no smoothness to it. There's no like sense of gravity. It's like, you can just tell they're on like a slider of move this way, then move that way. Yeah, I never really did the animation stuff. I did. I look at real porn now and then. Yeah, that's when it's bad. I hate it when it's like a single straight line slider back and forth. I hate that. And then like, they get better and it's on a curve slider, right? And then they get better and it's on a loop, where it's like, it goes back and then it like, it curves up, you know, something like that. I don't know. And then you start getting like multiple loops, right? Where it's like not just one motion back and forth. Juice is the most picky person I know. Well, y'all give me some rec sometime, I'll give it a go. I don't see why, Ellie. If you're totally fine with, like, real porn, why switch to something that is more difficult to find quality for? Why anything? Yule doesn't even know Live 2D? Okay, Juice. Not even talking about Live 2D at all, but okay. Best femboy on the hub, Nine. Seems neat and y'all like it? But Yuland is #1? Oh my god. I don't think I would ever be like... If I was a porn star, I don't think I would ever be the best. I'm too old. Literally talking about Live 2D, what he says. I'm not talking about Live 2D. I'm talking about animations, which Live 2D can be a part of, but specifically, I was not talking about it. What's another story I have? Where the fuck is Cairo? I want to talk about my drinking story that I wrote down. They're busy today. Oh no, we come from an age of Newgrounds. I wonder if that's why. Oh god. There was some drama with Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah? Where's Snow Bunny? He dipped when the Chompic changed to porn? No. Cairo would be super down to talk about porn. I don't think they've shown up today. Cairo make that paper? Yeah. So Rotten Tomatoes. The other day they were removing audience ratings on stuff. So if something was like, you know how Rotten Tomatoes, it's got their reviewer score, which is like, this is what people do for a job, they're journalists, they are paid to review movies. And then they have the audience score. People go to Rotten Tomatoes, rank it 1 to 10, and it has a score. For Star Wars Acolyte, and they only did this for Star Wars Acolyte, they removed the audience score. Which, for anybody who doesn't know, Star Wars Acolyte is absolute trash. Everybody's mad about it. All the Star Wars fans are mad about it. They're doing, like, shit like Fire in Space, and, the lesbian birth by a bunch of Sith witches that are like, we're gonna use the power of the dark side to impregnate this woman. Fucking what? Nobody likes Star Wars Acolyte right now. Critics are giving it a rating of like, I don't know, 8 or 9. And the audience is rating it a 1 out of 10. Like, it literally had an 11% rating. Audience is the only reason to go to Rotten Tomatoes site? I know. Nobody gives a shit what the critics think, because they're so fucking out of touch. The Rotten Tomatoes rank was 11%, and they removed it. They just hid it. So immediately, people who are keeping a close eye on this were like, hey, why did it only happen to Star Wars Acolyte? Kinda seems like they're so embarrassed by this shit show that they're hiding the rating. Seems like, you know, they're just covering for how bad it is. Then the rating came back, and immediately there were articles that were like, fans fall for glitch in system, think Rotten Tomatoes is like, trying to cover up, unpopular rating. Like, it was just a smear piece on, like, how aggressive fans are and how ready they are to shit on Star Wars Acolyte. Saying, like, oh, there was just a small glitch in the system for a couple hours. And they're already blaming, like, conspiracy theories that, Rotten Tomatoes is, like, kowtowing to the creators of the show to cover how bad it is. And it's just like, fucking, what? And now this sounds really conspiracy, like, hat shenanigans. What it kind of looks like, and I don't know, this is just from some YouTuber that hates Star Wars Acolyte. He was saying they brought it down, hoping nobody would notice. Everyone noticed. They brought it back up, and now they're writing smear pieces on people critical of this, saying like, oh, it was just a bug, it was never supposed to come down. Star Wars fans are just so mad that they're mad about it. And it's just like, what? I don't know. I'm just saying that this is happening. I think the Star Wars Acolyte show is shit. I think a live birth from, like, using the dark side of the Force to impregnate a lady is fucking stupid. Yeah, it was a bug image. Fucking... and stupid until it happens to you? You fucking what? That's it, I'm using the dark side of the Force to get you, you boy fraggers. That's not gonna happen, because that's stupid. In Stardew yesterday, we finally got our rusty spoon. We've needed a rusty spoon for like 3 sessions to give to the raccoon. And we literally just couldn't get it for the longest time. And then yesterday we had a good luck day, so everybody was like, I'm gonna bring my rocks and my treasure troves and my mystery boxes to Clint. And the fucker spent the whole day at the community center. So we couldn't open anything. It was like, man, fuck you. Then the next day, we wanted to go there that day because he had good luck. I think he had good luck, but not great luck the next day. And I was able to get the rusty spoon. Now we're just waiting for the next raccoon quest. I don't even know if there's a next raccoon quest, but I think there is. They got a high-end IP and destroy it? I'm stupid and I happened? I use the dark side to make his feet curl up. What? Huh. Magic the Gathering is having a new season. It's called Bloomborough. I think this is just a card season. I'm actually not super in the know with Magic the Gathering. But it's very, like, forest critter themed. It's very, like... So the trailer, it's super cute. It almost looks like it could be an anime or show on its own, or a movie. It shows this little mouse. They've got a cape. It's a leaf. And they've got a stick that they keep trying to light on fire, and it's not working. And then you see, a group of other critter adventurers talking, and, like, one of them has, like, this fucking blood red sword. Gives her a pat on the back, walks away. And she's like, wow, the hero pat me on the back. He joins 3 other critters. There's like a small otter that has like a paddle, a frog, and another mouse that has like a silver sword. And they're walking along, and they find a giant fire wolf. And the mouse with the sword, he lights it on fire, and he tells the smaller one with the stick to hide. And then the 3 of them fight the wolf, and they get blasted by fire and thrown back. And she's like, oh no, and she grabs the sword. I think it might be her dad. She lights it on fire like she's been failing to all this time. She stands up against this giant wolf by herself. And then this fucking, like, bush deer god shows up, restores the forest, and I guess the wolf just leaves.
It's the circle of life.
Is that the deer? Like, literally the circle of life?
No, I'm talking about, like, as a phrase, because with destruction comes life.
Hmm.
With life comes death.
I see.
And then you just circles. Because the wolf is destruction, and the deer is life. It just makes sense to me.
Hmm. Leave magic mentioned.
I don't know its names. I can look.
I hate the new sets. They're most times a miss. I don't know anything about Magic the Gathering. I saw this and I was like, is this a show?
Assassin's Creed set.
This looks good. Assassin's Creed set. We talked about that when that came out. I'm just like, is this a show? The new season? Okay, I don't care as much. Well, whatever. The animation's like 3 minutes long. It looks super cute. What the fuck is that? DJ Mika Shogun. I'm banning that emote. Look at chat.
What the fuck is that?
That's what I said. Are you guys ready for a sad story? Bitch, shut the fuck up. It's not fear-mongering. Just listen to the whole story, okay? RIP Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network is dead. It's trending on Twitter that Cartoon Network is fucking dead. For anybody that doesn't know, Cartoon Network is not dead. Cartoon Network was recently bought out by another company. And they were repurposing the famous Cartoon Network building. There's like, for 30 years, there's been the big famous Cartoon Network building that has the logo at the top of the building. When they were bought out by this company, they're redoing the logo. I don't know if it's still gonna say Cartoon Network. I don't know if it's gonna have the new company and then Cartoon Network under it. But they've been bought out. Because of this picture of the logo coming down from this building, everybody is tweeting out Cartoon Network is dead. It's not dead.
Maybe.
It might be effectively dead. They might, you know, fire everybody and rebrand, and they did do some layoffs. Not everybody's fired, but they did do some layoffs. I don't think it can get much worse. When you look at the shows that have been, like, coming out, there was the golden age in the late 90s. Then it had, like, a good era. Then it had an okay era. Then it had, like, 1916 to 2020... 2016 to 2020, which was, like...
That's not that... Sorry, I'm looking at the cards that you're talking for Bloom Hollow.
You're thinking out loud. It's funny.
I'm sorry.
All good. 2016 to 2020, they had a lot of shows. I don't recognize any of them. I certainly don't recognize quality from any of them. And then 2020 to 2024, they've only come out with like 4 or 5 new shows. And they all look bad. So Cartoon Network is definitely not in a good state right now. It might be dead. It might be like, you know, this is the beginning of the end. But like, realistically, it's not dead. People are tweeting out Cartoon Network is officially dead. This was my childhood. I miss them so much. And it's like, that's not how it works. Lamau, no. Me, man, wish we can go back to Kamigawa for more samurai decks. Go back to Kamigawa Cyberpunk 2077 me. What the fuck is this piece of shit? What? Oh, I thought it was a long time ago. It's in a bad state. What's the difference of being dead from that? The difference is that when a company officially shuts down, there's no chance of anything. They're shut down, that's it. When a company is bought out, they're probably dead. They're probably going to have changes. It's probably going to go downhill. It might go uphill. We look at the Microsoft merger with Blizzard, and the company has been getting better because Blizzard was fucking rock bottom before that. Cartoon Network might be the same. They've been pretty trash and rock bottom. They might start getting good. But realistically, they're probably just gonna get worse and close. We'll see. But there is a difference. There's hope with getting bought out. There's no hope when it, like, officially closes. We're at 3.9 miles. I think we need another video. Well, I know we need another video. Oh, I hope it's not a long one. God, I would hate to get fucking Taurus now. I fixed Taurus. I re-uploaded it for the second fucking time. So there's hope for Firefall. There is technically hope for Firefall. Like that old ship myth. If you change every piece of it, can it still be called the same ship? Well, they haven't changed every piece, right? There's still some animators and people working at Cartoon Network that were probably from the good old days. Eland, when do you make Core play Final Fantasy XIV? She's already started. She started last week, and I think she's going to be playing more today. Today and tomorrow, she'll be playing Final Fantasy. And I don't think I'm going to be there the whole time today. I'm playing Star Wars with Full and Hunt today. But I should be joining her for a bit of it. I won't be doing anything that's like super intensive, so I'll at the very least be able to watch. I'm excited, Hunt. I'm excited. I don't know what faction we're playing. I don't know if we're playing, Republic or Empire. I think that's mostly your call. We'll see. I saw a trailer. I wish Cairo was here for this one, too. I saw a trailer for a game called Shift 87. I'm a big cute dork. I know. There's a game coming out called Shift 87. It's a horror observation game. And you have to find all 66 anomalies before your shift ends or you're stuck forever. It's very SCP themed. It kind of makes me think of Slenderman, where it's like find the 9 pages, but instead it's find the 66 pages. I don't really care, just want to be a maniac. Play Empire to be Prager by the dark side. Oh my goodness. I want to do a story I haven't seen before. I haven't seen the Jedi Knight story. I haven't seen the Trooper story. I haven't seen the Jedi Warrior story. The new stories I've seen are the Agent and the Consular. And then stories that I've seen that I don't fully remember. I've seen the Smuggler story. I've seen the Inquisitor story, and I've seen the Bounty Hunter story. Eland, I'm suffering. No suffer, Yuki. No suffer. Why you suffer? Where did we go yesterday? We went to Callie's stream yesterday after Stardew. And Yuki said hi. And Callie was like, wait, was it Callie? Was it that one or the stream before? It might have been the walking stream. Somebody saw Yuki's name and they're like, whoa, that is... And Yuki's like, it's not sexual. And they're like, okay. 38C and Millennia in Elden Ring. Okay, yeah, that's suffering. That's a good kind of suffering. I'm glad it's not like pain or something worse. The heat sucks. But Millennia is a good suffering, right? I have to remind people because of that. Hi, every Neon. I mean, you can't fault them for it, though, right? Yuki as a pet looks very, like... No, I can't. I understand. Every now and then there's a few names that, like, you see them and it's like... It is... You look at it and you're like, that's a degenerate fucking name. And then you learn why they have it, and it's like, okay, it's not degenerate, but... I can see why people take it as that. There's someone else in chat that has a name. That, they're not here today. But they have a name that kind of makes me uncomfortable. Curse you, Vale. I could go Knight. So it doesn't actually matter, like, what we go with regards to each other. Because we're not going to be doing dungeons. We could be 3 DPS. This kind of sucks, Hunt. We actually aren't going to be playing together that much, because we're going to mostly be doing our character stories, which are solo. We're going to be doing the character stories and the planet stories. And the planet stories we can do together. The character stories are, for the most part, single player. Had I known that, I probably wouldn't have set up all this, like, Star Wars leveling together. But, like, now that I've, like, committed to it and, like, said, like, hey, I'm gonna level with you in this game, I'm like, oh, I don't want to cancel on people. I'm still gonna have fun with people. But I think Star Wars is a fucking shit game to level with friends with. You like being a pet? I like being an EP princess. I'm a head pat slut and a cuddle bitch. True. I hereby vow you will rue this day. Oh, nice, Yuki. Mood. Yeah, so I'm either going to play Trooper, Knight, or Warrior. I've never seen anything of those stories. You know you can drag your friends in the class story, right? You can, but there's not really any point to. And it would just slow us down. So like if we all have 3 story quests, or if we all have a story quest at level 20, we all go do our own story quest and meet back up at where the next quest hub is. Or, like, we all go do your story. Then we all do my story. Then we all do full story. That takes 3 times as long. Probably more from traveling. And, like, it's already gonna take a while to get through this. I think between you and full, I think it's gonna be a slow playthrough. Because you two like to read everything and investigate everything. I think you two are very inquisitive gamers. And I think, and it's not a bad thing, I think that's gonna slow the run down. Yeah, I've played with you two before. I think not Full and Zuby, I think Lost One and Zuby went pretty fast. I think Non-Dairy can go fast, but he gets lost easily. Non-Dairy is straight up fucking Zorro some days. Where it's like, alright, we got here, and he's like, I tried to go this way, and now I'm on the other side of the map. And I'm like, Non-Dairy, how? I got on the real one. We're at 4.2 miles. And that was Southern Thanalan. Did Freya go somewhere? I missed Freya leaving. True, I'd be on the other side of the map. No. Gotta pick up all the pebbles? GD Skeptic is the worst person for it that I've ever played games with. That dude literally checks under every rock, every drawer, behind every bookcase. And then you go do a quest and he's like, we need to go back? What if something has changed? And he will check under every rock, every drawer, behind every bookcase again. I love GD. I love GD so much. But playing games with him is like, it is a slow pace. Yeah, watch GD play Baldur's Gate 3. I adore GD. I miss GD. You gotta get on VR chat to see him. Oh, Freya's back. Welcome back.
I made it back. Yeah, my sound went and then my VR went.
Cool.
So.
I'm glad you're
Hi.
back. This isn't a long one. This is good. Straits of Devastation? Nice. Nice. Well, it's very quiet, though. So yeah, it'll be similar to GG, but not quite as bad. I can play at either pace. Admittedly, when I'm playing with people that check everything, I start to struggle. And I start, like, tabbing out and having trouble focusing. Hi, Logitech. But I can play at that pace. I'm definitely not going to complain about playing at that pace. I can also play, like, speedrun breakneck speed, but I have less fun. Logitech's here, so I can finally talk about WoW stuff. Did you see the level 1 Twink video yesterday, Logitech? The Hunter with 500% haste. Holy moly. There's this Hunter on Classic WoW that was able to get a gear setup that gives them 500% haste. And they literally shoot like 10 arrows a second. So they were going to like Elwyn Forest. They're level 1. It might have been retail. I don't know if it was classic or retail. They're going to like Elwyn Forest. And I think it was classic because I don't think people were level 90. I think people were like level 60. Yeah, no, it had to be classic now I think about it. And people are seeing them. You heard twink. Twink, but not a sexual term. It's a video game term. People would see them and they'd be like a level 1 troll. Easy. And then this troll would use berserking and just be like, just shooting out like a Gatling gun of arrows from their bow. And they were hitting for like 100 and they would kill people. Kill people in like 1 to 3 seconds. And it was like, what the fuck? It was... I've never seen a twink this busted before. See, I'll be similar to GD, but not quite as bad? No. A chocolate. Did I hear twink or tweak? You heard twink, but not a sexual twink. A video game twink. A twink in video games is a low level that is like, should be easy pickings, but they have like absolutely cracked out gear that kind of messes with their scaling because they're so low level, that they end up being strong. Well, the game one, I have years without hearing that one. Yeah. So in World of Warcraft, as you level, you need more stats for stuff. So like, if you're level 1, 10 critical strike rating will give you like 10% critical chance. But by the time you get to level 20, oh, you mean whale ults? Yes, they're called twinks. If you're level 20, or no, if you're level 10, you need like 5, or you would get like 10 critical strike rating. 10 critical strike rating would give you like 5% crit chance. Level 20, 2%, or 10 critical strike rating would give you 2% crit chance. Like, as you level up, because you can get better gear, your gear stats affect you less. But if you're level 1, and you spend a lot of effort and money getting, like, the best stats possible, you can get some busted results where, like, you have a 100% crit chance on a level 1 character. Or, you've collected so much haste. Usually it comes from, like, game designers missing something in requirements. Like, hey, we put in these really good shoulders, but we forgot to put in a level requirement on them. So there's shoulders that are for, like, level 40, but because there's no level requirement on them, a level 1 can equip them. That's like the easiest way to make twinks super strong. And so, 500% haste is fucking busted. A character at max level with crazy gear should have like 150% haste. 500% haste is like, good lord. Is it the same with the sexual one? Just kidding. I'm looking for different ones. Yeah, I know. And so this guy, he made a troll hunter. I think it's actually a warrior. Running on 2 hours of sleep but slowly becoming human again? Hell yeah. Also getting world boss buffs at low levels broken too? This guy, he either made a warrior or a hunter, I'm not entirely sure. It's a troll. It has berserking, which gives it like a 20% haste boost. And they also get a bonus to bows. They just have this fucking bow that they can shoot 10 times a second. And it hits for like 100 damage. And they were doing fucking... They were destroying people. The people they're fighting have skulls. You can't even see what level they are because they're more than 10 levels above this hunter. And they were just fucking obliterating them. We're at 4.5. Like to share. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I saw an interesting chart yesterday. When we hear the word otaku, we think of people that like anime and manga, right? But otaku, as a like direct translation, just means nerd. It means somebody who's like very knowledgeable and very invested in a hobby, right? So you could be a train nerd, which is like a train otaku, which is just somebody that's really into trains. So a recent poll was looking at Octomage. A recent poll was looking at what people are into in Japan. And they differentiated it between men and women. So they were like, we want to find what the nerds are into in Japan. And I'll go over the women first. Women, the top percentage was anime. It was like 12% of them consider themselves anime otaku. Then it was manga. Then it was idols. Then it was movies. And then fifth was fucking health. I guess the fifth most popular otaku hobby for Japanese women is health. For men, it was very unexpected, right? For men, something like 16% of the men they polled consider themselves airplane otakus.
Adorable.
They're into airplanes.
No, you.
Why didn't they do about trains though? What? I'm confused on what you're asking, Groby. The second group was trains. We're not even at anime yet. The most popular hobbies for men.
Something about the train thing.
What?
When you finish with your thing, I want to tell you something about that train thing.
Okay. For Japanese men, airplanes, trains, cars, history, and then anime. Their fifth most popular hobby for men in Japan was anime. That's crazy to me, if this list is accurate. I can name a few play nerds in this chat. I could too.
Yulin,
Uh-huh.
did you hear about because in Japan there's this guy who he was riding his bike at night and he turned a corner around like some buildings and there was just a ton of people sitting there trying to take a picture of the train that was coming by, and he came around the same time the train came, and the entire group of people were upset with him because he's like, you ruined the picture, you shouldn't have been there. He's like, well, I didn't know you were there. So he had a bunch of angry train otakus going after him because of him accidentally ruining their picture.
I haven't heard of that before. I do know train otakus can be fucking crazy, and I've heard of them, like, harassing people for ruining their pictures before. Kind of, like, get fucking shit on. Like, it seems like, you know, you don't own public space. How dare you? I call bullshit on that poll. Train otakus murders you. Reflects damage. I can name a few play nerds in this chat. The Japanese like things other than anime. Couldn't be me. Photo bombed. Okay, I can see they like car. Because of the drift and nice car stuff. The Hello Kitty train picture is ruined. That'd be really funny if it was a Hello Kitty train.
It wasn't even the Hello Kitty train, it was just a normal ass train.
I'm sure it was just a normal train that was like, I don't know, something significant about that. Maybe it has an odd route. I don't know what would make
Also,
a train
my-
special.
I'm gonna have to go. For some reason my headset's not charging. I'm at 14%.
Okay, I sneeze. Thank you for joining.
Minute.
Have a good one.
Bye, Cookie. Have a nice day. Do you want me to chase you around this map again? Get your butt over here, you cat!
Yeah. Alright. Cairo's busy today. A recent study found if you do 1 to 2 alcoholic drinks every day, You will shorten your lifespan by 2 months. Do you all hear that? So you gotta stop drinking. Otherwise, your life will be 2 months shorter if you average 1 to 2 drinks a day. I saw the comments for this, and everyone's like, I will take that deal. Will you take that deal? Yeah, I'd take that deal. Yeah, we'll take that deal. 2 months is fucking nothing. Sounds like I'm not drinking enough. Hi, Sir Noble. Time to drink more. Only thing surprising is Plains, because I haven't heard of the active community in there. It is almost 100 Fahrenheit, 38 C here. Jesus. Sounds like I'm not drinking enough. Time to drink more. Not enough. Shit, I need to start drinking all week. VR chat does have a lot of alcoholics. So it wasn't specifically talking about, like, heavy drinking. It wasn't talking about getting, like, wasted weekly. But they were saying if you drink 1 to 2 drinks a day, you'll take 2 months off your life. Which sounds like fucking nothing. I'm too much of a lightweight for that life. I'm too much of a spoiled princess picky eater for that life. I struggle to drink anything. The last time I drank was a single Jello shot, which was rum, and I hated it. I think I've influenced collectors. I don't know, they only got 2.
I freaking hate I hate always a Tom and Jerry scenario from that dang cat. For fudge sakes. Chasing a cookie down is literally like chasing Jerry going after a cookie. I still will chase your blood later. Do you hear me?
Someone get Yulin a
Just
cider?
slapped you in the face too. They gave you a whoosh, psh, psh.
I mentioned to my parents that people have recommended soju and mead to me. And my parents were like, soju? What the fuck is soju? And my cousin was like, it's kind of like sake. It's a rice wine. And they were like, what? Huh? What? And then they were like, mead? I don't know about mead. And, who's recommending mead? And I was like, you guys told me to drink Michelob Ultra. So, I'm not too, at the edge of my seat for your request. They were like, what the heck, dude? 2 a day is a month, means 12 days is a year. A month is around 3 years. And a year is 36 years? Mead or piss water? They told me to drink
I should take
Michelob
my
Ultra.
leave, Ewan.
Yeah? Why?
Why?
Well, I also had to give my head a rest on this.
Okay.
Just a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Thank you for joining.
Hey, Ewan.
Good seeing you.
You said I
Happy.
can. You said I can add you on Discord, right?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
do that later?
Mhm.
Thank you. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Nice hanging
Bye
out with you guys.
bye.
I
See
was
you
spending
later.
time with somebody. That's why I'm gonna go.
Gotcha.
I don't want to be on too long.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Busyness and everything.
2 a day is a month.
Bye.
Means 12 days is a year.
Bye.
A month is around 3 years. And a year is 36 years. I'm gonna be honest, Groby. I don't understand that at all. Also, I call bullshit on that resource. Our ancestors drinks like crazy, but they still live around 90 to 100? They did not live 90 to 100. Our ancestors died at 30 on average. If we look at our ancestors' lifespans, they did not live long at all. Why you hate me? That's just juice, Groby. They're very tsundere. They're very odd at showing affection. Okay. I cannot believe this. We did not get to 5 miles. So now we're walking through the fucking Crystarium. God, we're at 4.98. That's so... Oh my god. We would have been there if I didn't pause to adjust the volume on other videos. I cannot believe this. It's not poggers. Juice shows affection by attacking you, quite literally. Juice is very cute, but Juice is weird as fuck. True. Hi, Real Father X. Thank you for the follow. You heard it here first. Yulin hates Shadowbringers. I do not hate Shadowbringers. I did like Endwalker more, but Shadowbringers is great. Logs into Minecraft. Where are you? I need to punch you. And my math was because you said that 2 drinks in a day takes a month of life? No. If you drink 2 drinks a day your whole life. So imagine for the next 50 years, you drink 2 drinks a day. You shorten your life by 2 months. So instead of 50 years drinking 1 to 2 drinks a day, you would live for 49 years and 10 months drinking 1 to 2 drinks a day. It is an insignificant amount of, like, time lost due to drinking 1 to 2 drinks a day. Now, that's only drinking 1 to 2 drinks a day. That's not taking into account, like, getting wasted. That's, like, no heavy drinking. Some say wheat domesticated humans. I said delete because there was no math used. There was. They just had the wrong premise for the calculation. Damn, and Half-Life 3 releases at 49 years and 11 months. Okay. Half-Life 3 is never coming out.
Hey, Yulin.
That's me.
Yeah, cutie. I just noticed on your butt that you have a tag that says "if lost, return to."
Yes. Do you see the name on it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say that's very cute, but I just noticed it and I feel dumb and blind.
That is the model maker. He always puts little references in models he works on. And on this one, he put the
I like
tag on
it.
the shorts. If lost, return to Shinkozen. $120 drinks a day is 10 years. A day? Hang on. I'm pretty sure that 120 drinks a day, you die in that day. If what? Oh. Yeah, so my tag right here. It says, if lost, return to Shinkozen.
It's in a good spot. It's right above the butt.
Mm-hmm. Do you need a closer look? Here, let me get it closer to camera.
I took a picture.
You took a picture? Oh my god. Did I go through all my stories? See, 1 I missed. 2... There are 2 stories I didn't talk about. So the first one, I can't see it because I'm working. So the first story, Nokotan. My dear friend Nokotan. It's the deer anime that's super popular this season. They used AI for the translations. They did not pay people to read the Japanese, translate it to English, and write a script for what it is in English. They just used AI. Which I'm not really happy with. You know, I don't like the idea of, hey, AI taking a person's job. I like the idea of people working less, but in capitalist society, people need jobs to pay their bills. And this is a lot of people, if every anime starts doing this is a lot of people losing their job. That sucks. However, it's anime translators. These people have been shit for a while. The people that have been translating for major companies He's gonna yell at me for watching anime. They have been fucking so... God. I hate saying woke because I feel like I'm pretty woke. But they've been like, oh, we need to rewrite the story because it's bad. We need to, like, take out content and write it differently because that's not a good thing. Literally, people just want them to translate what it says. And they're, like, rewriting stories. In, Dragon Maid. There's a scene in Dragon Maid where, Quetzalcoatl, I think is her name? She goes to the beach and she has a very skimpy bikini. No, not that scene. She shows up and she's wearing, like, a lot of overbearing clothes. She's wearing, like, a hoodie, a tracksuit, and, Toru is like, what are you wearing? And she's like, oh, I got in trouble for wearing too little, and the, like, police said I had to wear more and told me to put these on. Or, like, I didn't want to deal with men staring at me today. Something along those lines. And, Toru's like, they'll be begging you to, wear less next time. Something along that line. When it got translated, Toru's like, what's with that outfit? It looks good on you. And Quetzalcoatl goes, oh, you know, I just got tired of adhering to patriarchal standards in society, and I just want to wear what's comfortable and what makes me feel like me. And it's like, what? That's not what's in the original thing at all. Like, at all. But they're rewriting it in ways like that to, you know, fit their agenda. And people are getting fucking mad about that. 100% what was said, trust me. I'm confident in what the translation said with the, oh, I was tired of adhering to patriarchal standards of society. That's what it was translated to. I forget the original line, but it was not that. They keep fucking doing this in anime. They keep fucking giving, like, the worst translations. And, like, just having a fucking agenda with it, and it's so obnoxious. And so, a lot of anime companies are getting mad at them. A lot of studios are just like, yeah, no, we're tired of hiring translators because they're rewriting our stories. So we're just gonna AI it. Why the fuck would we bother with these translators? I liked when they said cringe in anime. That's minor to me. I don't mind that too much, but there were some translators that put cringe and sus in anime translations. I think that can be done appropriately. I think it can be done terribly. Me when a teen says teen lingo and people get mad? Well, okay, it depends. Were they using teen lingo in Japanese? Or are they speaking like a normal person, and then they changed it to teen lingo? I think that matters. I think if you want to have annoying teen lingo on a character, they needed to have been an annoying teen lingo character beforehand. But if they were, like, reserved and, you know, speaking like every other character, and then they said, you know what, we're gonna have this character say things like sus and cringe because, you know, kids are saying that nowadays, and we're gonna rewrite this character to say that. I don't like that. Me when there's a joke and they translate it so it's a joke in English and people get mad. See, I'm okay with that juice. I like the Dragon Ball one. Don't shoot, he's not. I know which one you're talking about, Riddle. I don't need your social commentary in my anime. There was one studio where, like, God, they did so much changing of the story. And when asked on it, they were like, we changed it because the story sucked. It was not a good story. The anime, the manga it was written on, was genuinely bad. We made it good. And it's like, fuck you for that. F for multilingual pun makers? I mean, yeah, it is an F for multilingual pun makers. But as a whole, I think the industry has fucking ruined it. Okay, gotta go play sports. Bye. Bye, Ellie. Voice actors, they Turk or Dirk. Boo Yulin, Yippee Yulin. Ah. We're at 5.5. I think we've got 2, maybe 3 more sections of this. Yeah. I saw a video 4 months ago. It was by Rev Says Desu. And he was like, he found a studio that was like, we're done using translators. We're so tired of their bad quality. We're just going to use AI for this. And a lot of translators at the time were like, they're killing the anime industry. They're going to run their own business in the job. They'll see how much they need us. And like now, this anime is super popular. And all these translators are mad. They're like, Crunchyroll's gonna lose so many subs. And it's like, I don't know. I kind of think they're more popular than ever. Maybe not more popular than ever, but like, this anime that used AI translations is doing well. So, what are you talking about? There's definitely anime where, like, they will suffer from this. As Juice is saying, multilingual translators are ideal. So, like, the Squid anime. The cute Squid Girl anime. That whole anime was like squid puns. In Japanese, it was just squid joke after squid joke after squid joke. And the translators had to put in a lot of effort to translate similar jokes in English to keep up the quality of the anime. And if it didn't have those jokes, it was like just not funny. The entire humor of this anime was through like what they were saying. And they busted their ass off for that and did a really good job. But they're not doing that lately. Shinoko noko noko koshtantan. Take care, Ellie. Remember to share your trash. Share your stash. Talking about multilingual pun makers being underappreciated. And aside to the translation, the whole thing. What is different between a multilingual pun maker and a translator? Wouldn't a translator just also have a skill of being able to make puns across multiple languages? Isn't like one a job and one a skill? No. So there's a job title, translator, and there is a different translator, or a different job title, multilingual pun maker. Multilingual pun maker is not a title. It's what people do, so it's a fucking skill. Oh my god, this guy. And it's hard. That is how most skills go. What was my other story? Oh shit, where'd it go? Holidays. Japan has plans for Conveyor Belt Road. Stop new evolution methods. 1 to 2 alcoholic drinks. Level 1 500 haste twink. Once human privacy info. Grocery store. Stardew. Once human official launch. Rotten Tomatoes. Car sharing concept. Low cost. Okay, here it is. He expects me to hear him when I have conversation? You're talking to me. Yes, I think you're talking about the conversation I'm having with you. If I say I like the color blue, and you say he hates red, I'm like, that's not what I said. I said I like blue. He can't expect me to hear that he likes blue. Yes, I expect you to like... You're... What? Literally chatting with Freya? Okay, Juice. There is a low-cost VTuber mocap option called Unimotion. I posted it in the neat stuff of Discord. It is trackers that do not require base stations. And you get 6 trackers, they're battery powered. So you can put a AA battery in them, you can put rechargeable AA batteries in them. It costs like $270 for 6. Which for 6 trackers, that's pretty cheap. That's a pretty decent low-cost option. It's not free, it's not like $100, right? IMU trackers? They have some really cool features. One of the things they have is that they can drain their battery rate based on their hertz refresh. So if you're just laying down, you can set them to like 60 hertz, and they'll be like low power mode and last a long time. But if you're doing something like dancing, you can set them to 144 hertz, and they will be more accurate. They will die faster, but they will have better tracking. Unimotion trackers. Why do you need 6 trackers? What kind of trackers? A lot of people like 11, like multi-point tracking. If you're dancing, so I have 3 trackers. I have one on my waist, I have one on each ankle. Then I've got my hands and my headset. So that's 6-point tracking. 5.8. 5.8. Hell yeah. People that dance a lot, they really like multi-point tracking. Oh, wait, why didn't you freeze? Give you guys the Kerbo music back. No, you need 6 because you need more trackers for IMU to properly track? Oh, fitness trackers? Few hundred, nah, I'm gonna buy a $5K mocap suit. Slime VR, Haritori, Mocapi, Unimotion. Oh, fitness trackers. Thought you're going to track someone's location? No. This is for like, you attach them to your avatar and stuff like VR chat. These trackers, they work for not just VR. Where did it go? I keep losing this. It works for mocap, VTuber mocap, VR trackers, VR chat. Like, you can use them for like, they work with almost any tracking, virtual tracking system. Tracking of your location of your feet. Gotta make sure the boyfriend isn't seeing anyone else. Good lord. They're a pretty cheap option. They're not the best trackers on the market. Apparently they have some drift after about an hour, and you have to like retrack them, which apparently recalibration means stand there like this, now stand there like this, which we've heard Como talk about it. She fucking hates squat recalibration. She hates it so much. Ideally, any tracker is just a thingamabob that tells you where it is and can be used for anything. Yes. But I'm just, I saw Fofamit do a video on it, and I fucking love Fofamit, so I figured I'd talk about them. They look cool. I don't think I'm getting them, because I already have 2.0s, and they're nice. Okay, so I'm a liar. VR chat does close when I open another app. Oh, no. Let's go to another world. Who's here? Social? We got Freya, Juice, Unknown, me. Okay. New instance, friends. Also, chat box on mobile sucks. I don't doubt it. Portal. I literally do that to recalibrate my trackers. So if it doesn't bother you, hell yeah. That's what this uses to recalibrate. And if it doesn't bother you, hell yeah. Como fucking loses her mind at it. She hates it. Squad calibration, cringe. Hey, your T-pose best. Oh, that turns on the ring. Did I turn on the colliders? No, I turned it off. Good, good. Ah. This is Satisfactory music. I am so ready for Satisfactory 1.0. I need to readjust my trackers. Yeah. Oh. That's good. Ah. Ah. Yeah. Okay. I'll bring this here. I need to play Satisfactory again. I need to make the roads for my walking video there still. But that's so far down the list that I'm like, I'm just not rushing it. And then, I obviously just want to play with 1.0. Ends Freya AFK. Alien OST. Oh, is from that. Oh, it's from that game. Are you going to stream it? I'm probably not going to stream it. We'll see. If I play with friends, I might, like, if they're streaming it, I'll shout them out. If not, you know, we might be in a Discord and I'll stream it on Discord. Satisfactory is one of those games that, like, I play it on my own a lot. And I have, like, 1,000 hours logged into Satisfactory. Balls through sofa. D. Can you field goal punt that weird blue creature? Try that was with you? No. Error, that's Unknown. Unknown is a Chow from Sonic Adventure, and there have been nothing but nice. I have no reason to punt them. Now, Juice, who's over there smacking Unknown in the face over and over, I'll punt the shit out of Juice. I'll fucking Florida daycare lady, and then probably, like, grab him and throw him out the window. Juice just deserves it. But that's messed up of you, Air. Unknown is literally just, like, minding his own business, sitting on the couch. And Juice is just standing next to him, smacking him in the face with a piece of toast. And you're like, can you punt Unknown, that little creature? It's messed up, Air. Me and Juice fighting for the most messages.
Fuck you, Error.
I see small creature, I punt it. Why? He didn't do anything. He's just vibing. Error, I think that makes you a bad person. I'm starting to think you do it on purpose.
What?
I'm starting to think you go AFK for your shower when I end intentionally.
I wasn't in the shower. I was taking care of my baby girl.
Oh, I see. Oh, well then I can't make my you do it intentionally joke. Now that just makes me look like an asshole. Your mom. Know your mom.
You're not an asshole.
Most of the time. Congrats on the walkies. Thank you. Oh. I didn't update the title. I knew I forgot something. Oh no. I brought up the keyboard and I'm fucking freezing excess overlay. 5.8 miles. And now we rest. Done. Title update. Hi, Ducky Blob. Thank you for the follow. Yulin's our asshole. Bit's ears are so fluffy. Bits is not here right now. This is Freya. Squish, squish, squish. Bits does have fluffy ears, though. The one behind you is Bits, right? Nope, that one's Freya. White Pixel. Well, Freya's ears are so fluffy? True. True. Oh, what time is it? 11:40? Oh, I just want to play more Stardew with the group. Every Tuesday. This happens every fucking Tuesday. We play Stardew. I have a ton of fun. And then I just want more. I'm a Russian artist who's drawing a notebook in art style from 2000s, 2010s. Hell yeah. We have an ears pet. Your mom. Juice chill. What are the stuff you like drawing? God. When I was in middle school, I would draw doodles. Did Freya walk today? I think she walks every day. How many miles did you walk?
I walk every day. But like I said, today's are short. The weeks are short days. But I did 3.2.
Hell yeah. In middle school, I had an art class. And I, drew a little bit before. I, do doodles and notebooks. I wasn't particularly good, right? And then, we had this teacher in middle school. Her name was Mrs. Z. I think it was like Mrs. Zabani. But we all called her Mrs. Z. She was the coolest teacher ever. She was so nice. She just made art fun. It wasn't about grades. It wasn't about literally following whatever project she gave us. It was about, creativity and, like, doing something you want to do. She would give us a project that's, like, drawing dots. You would draw on dots. And one kid was just like, I don't want to do this. So he just took a handful and, like, made it so that he was doing 10 dots at once to do it faster. And she was like, oh, that's really cool, but let's see what you come up with doing it that way compared to everybody else. And it was just like, she was so encouraging and so supportive that, like, she just made everybody want to be an artist. Everybody was genuinely like, I love art because of Mrs. Z. Even I was like, I want to draw more, like, monsters and creatures. And I was doodling a lot more. She had one really funny story. She would never say anything negative about people. Never. And at one point, she was going around the class. And she was like, wow, student A, this is really good. And he's like, thanks, Mrs. Z. And then she goes to student B and she goes like, oh my gosh, student B, this is amazing. I love this. And he's like, no, you don't. You're just saying that to be nice. It sucks. You're just saying that because you don't want to hurt my feelings. And she goes, no, I genuinely think this is really good. I only think it sucks if I say something like, that's really good. And she had just said that to student A, and student A goes, wait, what? And she realizes what she did. She's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I don't think it sucks. I'm so sorry. And, like, the kid knew it sucked. He knew it was like, he knew that she was just being nice. He was like, what the heck? I can't believe you. Oh my god. Yeah, it sucks. We were fucking laughing our asses off at that. Mrs. Z, after a year and a half of teaching,
I think we all took art 2, like all of us took art 2 because we loved art 1. Like 2 months into teaching, she was like, hey everybody, my husband got a job in Utah. So we're moving to Utah. I'm going to miss all of you so much, but you're going to have a new teacher who's going to do great. She's going to have a fresh new perspective. She's going to have just as much to teach you. She's awesome. That was the teacher. That was Mrs. Z being nice. The new teacher, literally, it was like her mission to make you hate art. She literally was so unsupportive, so nasty, and so just, like, she didn't care about creativity or, like, expression. She cared about process. And so, like, we'd have 5 classes a week, right? And the first class would be, like, watching a video and examples of a certain art style. And then the second day would be, like, practicing just literal examples of that style. So, like, we're learning perspective. Everybody draw this hallway over and over. Draw the lines, going from far apart to close together to show perspective. You did it, draw it again. Don't draw anything else, just this hallway. Just trace this fucking hallway. Day 3, concepting. Day 3, history. We're going to learn about the history of this art style. Where it's like, where it was first used, where it started getting popular, some famous examples of artwork with it. Just the most boring shit in art possible. Day 4, okay, concept and art project. We're all going to draw in this style, but you can't draw yet. You have to plan it. Just think about, like, think about writing a script for what you're going to draw. Just, we're going to do that. And we're maybe going to practice it a little. Day 5, okay, draw something in this style. It has to be this style. It can't incorporate any other styles. It has to be something approved by the teacher. You can't just start drawing whatever you want. And it was just like, I hated it. It made me never want to draw art again. And like, it just sucked. There was one girl in the class. Her name was Heather. And Heather was already really good at art. Like, art was her hobby. And specifically, she really liked manga. She would go read manga, and then she would draw her own stuff, like draw her own manga. And she was really fucking good. It was like, she could have been a manga artist if she wanted to pursue that. This teacher hated manga. It wasn't art in her eyes. And so anytime she caught Heather, like, drawing it or doodling it or trying to incorporate it into the lesson, she would, like, get her in trouble. She was literally giving this girl, like, detentions for drawing in a bad art style, which was her hobby. And it was like, dude, I didn't like you because you're making art not fun for me. Now I hate you for watching you try to kill this girl's hobby. This teacher fucking sucked. And, like, I remember, God, we all got back at her some way. We had, like, an optional day in the finals week where it was like, hey, you can come to this if you want. And I think the teacher was like, hey, we don't have a final because it's art class. We're not going to have an art final. But you can come hang out if you want. We can, celebrate a year done. And, like, if you want to just hang out and chill, we'll just have a good time. It'll be like a party. Nobody showed up. Nobody liked this teacher. I don't think she stuck around long. I think she taught 1 year and then left after that. And it was, like, good riddance when she left. I had a terrible art teacher. That sucks. My art teacher was a closet pothead, but everyone knew. Our art teacher was a crackhead, but in a good way. In middle school, that art teacher was an alcoholic. Oh, Jesus. Were you like student Y? Huh? Well, I don't congratulate Euland after walkies, because how would I do that? Is like this spank is getting bigger. Ah, I can't believe this. I feel like this isn't going to go well. It did not. Teacher that's not supposed to teach? Yeah, ping if. We had a teacher who showed a few examples during the first few minutes, and then did nothing else during the class. No one came. 90% of all teachers I've had have been shit. That sucks. You're saying student A and student B. So student Y? Wouldn't it be student C next? No, it was just student A and student B were just, you know, two different people. I didn't want to make up names for them. I don't even remember their real names. I don't even remember who they were. I think one of them might have been a Darren? I don't remember. God, I loved Mrs. Z. Mrs. Z was so fucking cool. I have really good memories of like 5. Get it? In my teachers, I had a cool first grade teacher. I had the second teacher for second grade. She thought I didn't have any imagination. She had a sit-down parent-teacher conference with my parents and was like, we're worried about Euland. It doesn't seem like he has any imagination. My parents are like, no, he does. You're wrong. The teacher's like, well, I can't do anything if you think I'm wrong, but I think your child lacks any sense of creativity. And they're like, you're wrong. In third grade, I don't remember this teacher at all. I was only there for 4 months. And then I moved to California 4 months into the school year. And then I had a different teacher. This school, however, was a year-round school. So I had to, like, I had to, like, start over third grade, which fucking sucked. I, like, lost my summer vacation. Oh, God. My teacher in third grade in California, I remember her name. It was Mrs. Fowler. She was literally a crotchety old hag. No business teaching. She just hated kids. She was... ugh. Fourth grade, I had her husband, and her husband was actually a pretty good teacher. I had him for a week, and then I transferred schools. And because I was on a year-round school, when I transferred out, it was still summer vacation for all the people that weren't at a year-round school. So I had summer vacation, came back to school for a week, went back on summer vacation for a month and a half. It was fucking awesome. In fourth grade, I had a teacher that at the time I thought was really cool. And this is when I started going to a private Christian school, and I converted to Christianity. Now I look at this fourth grade teacher, and I'm like, she was cool, but a little religious zealotry. There was definitely some stuff that she was teaching us that, like, I look at now and I'm like, whoa, that's fucking kind of wild. I don't know why many teachers are like your second art teacher. They make you hate the subject and punish you from thinking for yourself. I think it's like that because of the system error. I think a lot of teachers go into it for the love of kids, the love of education, and the system grinds them down. The system does not appreciate teachers and underpays them. They're overworked and, like, really, really hard. They're not given fair accommodations and, like, often have to pay for stuff out of pocket when they're already underpaid. And, like, the kids themselves, you know, all of this comes from the system. The education system, the school board, the school. But the kids are the one in front of them. The kids are the one in front of them pushing their buttons and don't understand their struggle. And then shit goes wrong. The kids are the one that are, like, making the mess and laughing at them, that don't understand, you know, being nice. Especially if, like, if you're teaching first grade, first graders don't know how to be nice. They don't know right from wrong yet. They haven't gone through that, hey, teach or treat others how you want to be treated. I didn't get that. I didn't understand that concept until I was, like, 12 or 13. A 7-year-old? You're fucking lucky if you have a nice 7-year-old. I feel like it's very understandable for teachers to just be nasty because the system is just, it grinds them to dust. It's not good for teachers. And so I get it. I get why teachers get to that point. You go in bright-eyed, full of wonder, full of hope, and just everything sucks. The pay sucks. Your bosses suck. Your coworkers are already burnt out and full of spite. The kids aren't being nice to you because they're kids. They don't know how to be nice. you're overworked, and it just grinds you. What do you do then? Do you just, I don't want to be a teacher. Well, how do you switch? You're already in debt for becoming a teacher. You don't have the money to go get another degree. I'm gonna go watch Grand Tour with my dad, so I'm gonna leave now. Bye, Akai Hana. Thank you for hanging out. You don't have the funds to get another degree. Your options are stay a teacher or, like, work fast food. They're stuck as a teacher. My first teacher literally fucked me over for 1 year. That's why I have dyslexia. I don't know if that's how dyslexia works, but that sucks, no matter, whether you do or not. If that teacher literally just fucked with you, that sucks. Also, like, 90% of students are assholes. Yeah, no, for sure. A lot of students are just, they don't know how to be good people yet. Hope you have a good stream. Take care, Kai. God bless. Stay safe. Kids don't know how to be good people. They haven't gone through the lessons of empathy. Sometimes they learn it real early. You're lucky if that does happen. To me, it's very understandable that kids are assholes. And that teachers become assholes because of that. It's just, I feel like that's just a sad reality of the world. 5th grade, I had a teacher that was a new teacher, and she was very sloppy as a teacher. She was very disorganized. She was fun, she was nice, but she was very much like new to teaching and had trouble keeping track of things. I didn't mind this. It really pissed off my best friend. He turned in an assignment, she gave him a 0. She's like, you didn't turn it in. He's like, I turned it in. She's like, nah, you didn't, but, it's possible I just lost it. Do it again and I'll grade it without counting it late. And he was like, fuck you. I didn't turn it in late. He was a fucking, like, straight A student. And so I think he did the assignment again begrudgingly. And then she found it later and was like, oh, I did find it. You were right the whole time. Tee-hee, sorry. And, like, he was like, no, fuck you. That's not acceptable. Instead of telling my mom and dad that I have a problem reading, she just don't pick me? Oh. That's kind of not something you're supposed to do as a teacher. 6th grade was when I started having, like, we move around classes. So I remember my teachers less from this point. Same thing for college. I never had, like, one dedicated teacher. I had specialized teachers. I remember some of them. I remember we had a physics teacher in middle school that was, like, a recovering drug addict. And he was very smart. But he was, like, a recovering drug addict Christian, born-again Christian. He was, like, super scared of, like, falling back into it. So it almost felt like he was forcing himself to go through the motions. And he smelled weed in class one day, and he went ballistic. He was like, I smell it. Who has it? Come forward. Come forward now. I smell it. And it was just like, dude, chill. I had one teacher. Oh, God. I had an English teacher in 6th grade who... I had manga that my friends wanted to read. And so I was letting them read my manga. I was like, hey, I'll give you these 5 books. When you finish those 5, you give those 5 to this people. And then I'll give you the books 6 or 10. Hi, Shocky. And basically, you all get to read this manga series of mine. It was the Ragnarok series. It was by Richard A. Knack is, I think, his name. And it was based on the Ragnarok game. And it had a lot of fan service. Books 2 and 3 and 5 were super fan servicey on the cover. I think also 8. And a teacher saw this and she was like, oh my god, is this porn? I was like, it's not porn. It's just manga. It's literally a comic book from Japan. And she was like, I believe you. And we're like flipping through the pages. It's like mostly action stuff. And she's like, okay, I don't think you should bring this to school anymore. I'm not going to report this, but don't bring it to school anymore. I was like, oh, really? Okay. I look back at this now and I was like, man, she sucks. But I look back at it now, I'm like, that was actually really cool. If it was a meaner teacher, she would have totally confiscated it and like sent it to the office and I would have gotten in trouble. My kindergarten teacher was like, put your kid on drugs, or we're going to expel him from school. Jesus. Hi, cute Shocky. Hi, Shockrail. Very real awesome. Even in middle school, my class was the worst. My classmates made few teachers cry because, like, 5 couldn't behave. 7 didn't fucking care, and rest couldn't stay still and shut the fuck up for 5 minutes. My teacher don't let us listen to DMX. I mean, understandable. DMX is, you know, understandable. What were teachers that I really liked? Oh god. In 7th grade, I had a history and social studies teacher. And she did not like me. She didn't like me doodling in class. She liked art. And she liked what I drew, but she's like, I don't want you doing this in class. You need to be paying attention. And, she got in my parents' ear, and she was like, your son isn't turning in homework. He needs to, like, sign off on me that he knows what the homework is. I was like, ugh, okay. And then my grades got better. I was very motivated to be able to play electronics again. And so I would sign off with her every day, and I was being nice and polite, and she thought we were like best buddies. At the end of the semester, she gave out 3 awards to students. The first award was for the first award was for best grade in class. And so whoever had the highest grade in class, they got a rock that she had painted, that was painted in a cool way, I guess. The second award was for, like, best test score. So the student who had gotten the highest test grade average got a different rock with, you know, different paintings on. A painted rock, yes. And then she gave out a third award for most improvement, which was me. I had started at, like, a 50% or 60%, and I brought that up to, like, a 79%. And so I still have it. I still have this fucking rock with, like, paint on it that she gave me for most improvement. I was like, yay. The way we listen to Move, bitch, get out the way. I would give you a rock. Oh god. I got detention for singing that song once, Riddle. There was one time in 6th grade where me and my friend, the teacher said something and we laughed at it. She gave us detention. She made us pick weeds behind her, like, her classroom. And so, like, we just discovered cussing and what that. So we're, like, picking these weeds. And we're like, move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch. And she opens up her window and she's like, that's detention. I heard you two swearing. You two get detention now. And we're just like, this teacher fucking sucks. I got like 26 detentions in my 6th grade year of school. And like 20 of them came from this one teacher. Now, to be fair, I would argue that 25 of these detentions were all by association with my friend Bo. My friend was a just bad kid, and I was his best friend. He was literally, okay, so it was me, Bo, and Ethan. And Bo would have been like Eddie. I was like Double D and like scared of everything. And Ethan was dumb and like Ed. And just the fucking lummox of the group. Bo was straight up Eddie. And just trying to scam people and constantly getting in trouble. And the 3 of us would constantly get detention because of Bo. We were literally Ed and Eddie in 6th grade. Ma'am, we already in detention, basically. God, that teacher sucked. At one point, she saw us like throwing rocks at something. We weren't breaking anything, just throwing rocks around. Just boys being boys. And she sent us to detention. We're in the principal's office. And she comes up to the principal's office. We're there, just sitting, just in trouble. And she gets down on one knee in front of us. And she's like, boys, how many times are we going to do this? You just keep misbehaving and not learning. You're going to be criminals. You're going to grow up and be criminals. And I want to save you from this. But you just won't listen to me. you're going to be criminals. And then she left, and I was just like, hey, Mom, a teacher told me I'm gonna be a criminal, and she was like, what the fuck? No. I remember, like, even in that moment, I was like, you're fucking psycho, and you just hate us. We were doing nothing wrong. You're just a bad teacher and out to get us. And she was. She was constantly out to get, like, her least favorite students. And because she was best friends with the principal, she was kind of like, she would never get reprimanded. Our whole class got detention at once. I hate that. You're criminally cute. Man, we already in detention. I mean, she's not wrong. You'll have a back to commit crime for. I mean, she was from a religious zealotry school. She probably thinks being gay is a crime. Guys, I am not a criminal. I can't even go to the 10 items or less line at the grocery store if I have 13 items. The idea of committing crimes is just so... I can't do it. I grew up lawful good. It's just in my veins. It's in my blood. Eating pork is also a crime. According to some religions. And I'm a crime boss because I butcher it in pork. Because I butcher and eat pork. Okay. I could go for hours about everything bad that happened and what I hate about teachers and schools, but only like 15 minutes when talking about good stuff. I don't know if that's a good thing. I had some crazy teachers. I remember in college, guys, I'm not a criminal is a terrible starting sentence. True. I remember in college, God, I had some cool teachers in college. I had some shit teachers in college. I had one teacher, I thought he was cool. We had like a class of 10 people, and it was a literature class. He's like, I have come up with a title for each of you. Student A, you're most likely to succeed. Student B, you're the most likely to get married first student. Student C, you're the most charismatic student. Like, he was doing, like, all these awards like this, right? He gets to me and he goes, Euland, you're the most likely to drop out. What? He told me I was the most likely to drop out of college. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna drop out. I like finishing things. He's like, well, we'll see. Fuck you, dude. I finished college. I finished college twice. I had one teacher. Oh, God. This guy taught biology. I love this teacher. He was such a fucking asshole. But he was only an asshole if it felt deserved. Anytime he was mean to me... God damn it, Bits. Anytime he was mean to me, I felt like I deserved it. And it wasn't often. One, he knew his shit. He wasn't just, like, bullshitting. He could regularly prove how knowledgeable as a mammologist he was. Two, he made lectures and classes interesting, which made you pay attention and felt like you were learning. I actually liked listening to him because he was so fucking humorous while talking. But he was a fucking asshole. I remember at one point, he came to class and he was like, well, apparently I've been swearing too much in class. One of you went to the Dean of Sciences and complained. And told the Dean that I said the F word in class. And so the Dean of Sciences got me in trouble. And said I need to swear less in class. Go fuck yourself. He just said that to the class. He was just like, whoever reported me to the dean, go fuck yourself. And we were like, holy shit, he's the most base teacher I've ever had. Dude, this guy was so fucking awesome. There was one time I really got mad at him. There was a day where we had a snow day. And my car did not have four-wheel drive. So I couldn't get to school. And I sent him an email and I was like, hey, I'm 20 miles out. My car is sliding in the driveway. I can't come to class. And he was like, there's people who came from further away. If you miss class, I'm marking you absent. You're not getting an excuse. And I was like, what the fuck? I think there was a quiz that day, so he thought, people were looking for excuses. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And so I was like, I'm going to miss a quiz and I'm going to be marked absent. I don't know what to do, Mom. And she's like, oh, well, I guess I won't go anywhere today. You can take the Jeep. And so I took Mom's car and I showed up and he was like, see, you tell students that they're not going to get the absent excused and they can magically show up. And I was like, motherfucker, my mom had to cancel her plan so I could take her car to be here. This isn't like I was bullshitting. This was just like you threatened me and my mom decided my education was more important than her plans. Go fuck you, dude. I didn't like him in that moment. But all the other times, I thought he was pretty cool. My genetics teacher in college. I've talked about this guy before. Hands down, my least favorite teacher I ever had. This guy can go fuck himself. He got his degree in India, and then would tell us every single day how it was so much easier for us because it was so much harder for him, that we were all stupid. He was sexist and graded the women harder than the men. Everything was just, he was so shit. I sent him, at one point we were covering gene therapy in class, which is where you can affect the genes of an embryo as it's growing in the womb. You can affect the genes that, like, is this kid going to have blue eyes or green eyes? Well, you can affect that so that you can influence it so that the baby's going to have green eyes. And I sent him a Whitest Kids You Know sketch from YouTube about this. It was really funny and relevant to what we were talking in class. And he literally tried to shame me in front of the whole class and be like, Yulin, did you send me porn? I didn't click on the link because it was suspicious, but I think you sent me porn. That's weird, dude. You shouldn't send your teachers porn. I was like, dude, it was a fucking YouTube link. And, like, thankfully, the whole class hated him. So the whole class is like, he didn't send you porn, dude. You're just old and don't know how to use the internet. Guys, I'm not gay. However, if I hate myself more, I would finish college 3 times. Why do I feel like teacher win their licenses off of fucking cereal boxes? Next time, drown in milk. Do you like mammals? Whose milk is this? Take a look, shove. No, I liked that. I liked the biology teacher. He was really cool. Oh god, I had one biology teacher. Why are you sending porn to people since young? Since young? What? No, he was one, he was like 60. 2, it wasn't porn. It was a YouTube link. This guy was just so old and incompetent, he thought a YouTube link was porn, or he was just bullshitting to shame me in front of everybody. Sending porn to teacher, but not me. I'll send you porn, Air. You just gotta ask for it. I had one teacher that taught biology. She was literally like Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter. She looked like Umbridge. She laughed at her own jokes like Umbridge. She had that, like, inflection where she starts low and goes high at the end of her sentences like Umbridge. She was kind of mean like Umbridge. And, dude, she was literally just the real-life version of Dolores Umbridge. I ended up becoming her teacher's pet. Did not mean to be. I just did a project that she really, really liked, and she thought I was really cool from it. So she was really mean to everyone else, and me, I was on fucking pins and needles for like 2 semesters. It just felt like I was always being tested. Oh god, I hated it. I hated it. But I benefited from it. She gave me a lot of recommendations and let me do 2 independent research projects under her. That was really cool. Where are we going today? I'm getting hungry. I want to eat a burrito. What? What is this goofball doing? Is this a YouTube video? I can't tell if they're playing Dark Souls or Elden Ring, but also laying down in VR, or if they're watching a YouTube video of it. I think they're watching YouTube, but it doesn't look like YouTube. Also, I was in a private school for half a semester. That shit is like a cult. Not even gonna mention the name because it's a global school and I'd like to live. Yeah, I went to private school for 4th grade to 12th grade. That shit is a cult. That shit is 100% a cult. I didn't think it was a cult at the time. I thought, oh, we're not like other Christian groups. We're like open-minded and cool and not judgmental. And looking back, I'm like, holy shit, we were. Holy shit, we were. Yeesh. There's 2 people I'm thinking of raiding. Especially because it had its own curriculum from the ancient times. Good lord. There's 2 people I'm thinking of raiding. One person I think is just sleeping while watching React videos, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want to raid that. The other person is playing Genshin Impact. Which is crazy because ZZZ just came out. Let's check on the Genshin person real quick. I have to watch an ad. I'm hungry. I can't hear anything from this commercial that's playing for their stream, but it looked like the fucking wildest Geico commercial, where a guy in the sidecar of a motorcycle has an accordion battle with a housewife in a car. I hear leaf blower. Thank you for the stream, Elin. Take care. God bless. Let's go raid this person. They're playing Genshin Impact. I don't see them raiding. I don't see them streaming often, which is why I want to raid them. But they're one of my very first friends through Twitch. I used to watch them. Elite would stream. And he would be on stream with Arulis and Cap. And I was like, man, they're so cool. I want that. And so I would, I got to know them and, you know, hung out with them a bit. Let's see. Behavior. Look at me. Auto level. Check out that fancy skybox. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Come over here. I close this. I come over here. Bring this up. Have a good rest of the day. I've been lurking. Today is Star Wars with Hunt and Full. Hi Kumi. We will be playing in the Discord if you want to hang out. But yeah, that will be later today in Discord. Unless one of them streams it. If one of them streams it, I'll just raid them and we'll be on their stream. Housewife? That reminds me. There's a Temur domestic housewife, which implies that there's also a feral house. There's a term domestic housewife. Oi. Socials. Kumi, do you remember Cap? I know you saw Cap a lot back in the day. He was friends with Elite. He was the mute that would go to horror maps with him and always be scared and throw his headset off. That's where we're going. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 5.8 miles. We had fun with Stardew yesterday. Oh god. Family's finally not here, so I have more time. And then I gave myself a ton of plans, so I don't have a lot of time. But, yeah, thank you everybody for keeping me company. I'm forgetting something. Fuck it. I love you. Bye.